tickets up now. Vivid Seats has great deals on great seats and the only rewards program in the game. It's no wonder they're the official ticketing partner of ESPN. So don't wait. Head to vividseats.com or download the app and lock in those game days.
The Home Depot has fast, free delivery on the perfect gift to help Dad do more this Father's Day. Because Dad is more than just a dad. He's groundskeeper of the yard, the perfecter of the patio, and the cleaner of the clippings. Power Dad's doing with Ryobi cordless outdoor power tools from the Home Depot. Like the Ryobi 40-volt string trimmer kit for $159. For everything Dad is, find the perfect gift at the Home Depot. Subject to availability, see homedepot.com/delivery for more details.
Teams are battling for the championship, and there's no better place to get in on the intensity than ESPN Bet. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ, that's JOEQ, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
We are live from South, Cappy. Let's do it, Sedano and Kap on Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
We are live from the Kaplan compound in South. It's quite a place. Now, the last time I was here, I was pretty drunk, so I don't remember a lot of it. I remember meeting Nick the Stick, but you say Nick the Stick is out.
No, he has been excused from the familia.
He's been dumped.
Dumped.
That's it.
That's breaking news.
That is news. That's big news.
Nick the Stick has officially been dumped.
Nick the Stick is no longer.
And see, I'm not used to being around like a house of kids. So I walk in. Of course, your son, Justin's ready to greet me.
Yep.
He's watching the U.S. Open, but he just left to play golf. I thought he was going to be on the show today.
Nope, he's out. He's going to play golf.
And then your daughter, Jaden, she went and got his lunch.
Right.
She's got your personality. She's great.
I love that kid.
But, like, other parts of the house are just a disaster.
Well, only because, Lindsay, you'll appreciate this. My daughters came home, both of them from college, and it's just me and my son who live here, and they're like, this place is disgusting. Like, as ladies, they're like, we can't live like this.
It's like a bachelor's pad, huh?
Right, totally. Like more like a fraternity house. Rachel always comes over here and goes, "Oh, coming over to the frat house," and so the girls have torn the house apart. They've taken out everything from the fridge and they've taken out everything from the pantry closet, and they've ordered all this organizational stuff from Amazon, and they are just revamping the entire house. Oh, of course, my credit card. Of course. Listen, I think they bought me a Father's Day gift on Amazon on my credit card.
I got to buy a Father's Day gift.
Yeah.
That's right. It's Father's Day weekend. It feels early this year, doesn't it?
You know, here's the
that
thing.
because I was in the hospital for a while?
Well, yeah, because you probably lost about a month of your life at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be such an amazing sports weekend.
Oh, yeah.
When you really think about this for a second. Like last night, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals, insanity. Okay? I mean, like you bite your fingernails off watching hockey as 3 of these 4 games have gone to overtime. So you got the NHL Stanley Cup. You got NBA Finals tonight, Game 4. Okay, what's going to happen there?
Stanley Cup final, by the way, not final.
I know, but I've now decided to just lean into finals since you've corrected me. So you got the Stanley Cup. I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
You've got the NBA Finals.
Yes, that is final.
Okay, Game 4 tonight. You have in the
Dodgers Giants.
In the National League
Don't
West.
sleep on Angels Orioles.
I wasn't going to do that.
You might be able to.
In the National League West, you've got the Dodgers in first place, the Giants in second place, going head to head for 3 games. Then you've got the Padres in third and the Diamondbacks in fourth. They're going head to head, all setting up what's going to happen next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Padres at the Dodgers. So who knows what's going to happen with the standings there. And on top of all the basketball, the hockey, and the baseball, to your right, we're watching it right here in the studio, Chris, the U.S. Open is happening.
At Oakmont, and Travis teased it earlier this week about how difficult the course conditions are. And I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't really in the mode on Tuesday to get into it. Watching it yesterday, it's insane.
Incredible.
You hit a drive in the middle of the fairway, it rolls into the rough, and the rough is 6 feet high. It's incredible. And you played Oakmont last year.
I played Oakmont on July 5th, 2024, and they were setting up for the Open. I don't mean like setting up the stands and stuff, but they were setting up the course. But the rough at Oakmont is like, put it this way, an average regular golfer will break a wrist.
Oh, yeah.
Will twist a kney.
Oh, 100%.
Will hurt a hip for life. I mean, the course conditions are brutal. And
you can watch it on NBC, and, of course, Peacock has your early. I love being able to. We are in the golden age of golf because for years the complaint was, the Masters TV doesn't start here until noon. It's horrible. But now with the apps, starting at 6 a.m., you've got golf action from the East Coast.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And I want to say that this morning at like 10 a.m., when at the time J.J. Spawn was the leader, he kind of went in today as the leader, he went off at 10 a.m., and it was already on NBC.
It was.
Yeah. And J.J. Spawn, by the way, this is a kid who's from San Dimas, so Lindsay, a relatively local guy.
No, that's a local guy.
Okay, that's considered a local guy.
San Dimas is right off the 210.
But he's from here.
But he's from there.
It's Raging Waters territory.
Was he born
you ever
here?
been to Raging Waters?
Was he born
I love
here?
Raging Waters.
I've never been to Raging Waters.
You've been to Raging Waters, D?
I have, yes.
How did you have fun there?
It was a great time, yeah.
You splashing around?
Of course, come on now.
Is it a water park?
No,
it's a water park.
I've never been.
What do you think something called Raging Waters is?
Maybe one of those like floating river thingies.
No, it's a water park in San Dimas.
They have one of those there too.
A lazy river?
A lazy
river.
yes.
They got one, Funchy?
They do.
Yeah, so this kid, J.J. Spawn, he's from San Dimas. He wound up walking on to play college golf at San Diego State. That turned him into a two-time Mountain West, all Mountain West Conference player. He was the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. And by the way, all that's like 13 years ago.
Right.
So you talk about a struggle of trying to make it. Like his best finish, I want to say, was like 23rd at the Masters. I'll get that exact information for you. But
he's back up, tied at first right now.
And yeah, 3 under. And the thing is that he's walking around. If you're a Dodger fan, Christoph, you got your Dodger hat on.
I wore my Dodger hat specifically to piss off your son, and it worked.
It worked out.
He
was
left. So annoyed.
He left. And so the kid is walking around the golf course with his scorecard, and it's in like a Dodger folder of some kind. So a big Dodger fan, this kid. All right, wait a second. George is ready to go. He's on the line. He is with us from Indianapolis, getting ready for Game 4 tonight of the NBA Finals. Georgie,
you'll hear it here at 5:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Mm-hmm. Georgie, how we doing today?
We're good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing outstanding. Now, Chris.
He sounded a little annoyed, though.
Yep. Okay, bud. All good, you? By the way, Shams, remember, we got to put Shams' jersey in the rafters at the radio station when he comes back to L.A. next time. Remember, Shams, we got to put you up in the rafters.
Shams.
All right?
Why is that?
See, he just came in to say what's up, and I wanted to remind him that we got to put him up in the rafters.
The rafters of the radio station.
Remember, you said that.
I did?
You remember?
I said
we
Shams?
had this conversation when he came on.
Okay, refresh my memory. For me, I forget things as soon as I get off the air.
A vague recollection that when he came on for the first time, you said he had an excellent appearance.
He did.
I told you that sounded patronizing, but nonetheless, because of you, I said now we got to put his jersey up in the rafters here at the radio station.
Okay, well then we'll do it.
We could put it on the new wall that we're going to decorate.
Lindsay is doing the same thing to the radio station that my daughters are doing to the house. She's completely redecorating everything.
Well, George remembers back in the old morning show days, I had those walls decorated nicely. We had all kinds of accoutrements and bits. And then during the pandemic, it all got cleaned off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what are you doing? And they're like, well, we don't have a morning show anymore. I was like, okay, great.
Right. But I needed to, he came in to bring it in as soon as you asked me that question, Cappy, so I figured I would tie it into the show because you would hear me say, what's up?
Because I would like I want the whole building dressed up with like photos from the Mandy's, a picture of you when you walk into the lobby of you just holding the Mandy's trophies over your crotch. Remember that picture?
I do remember that picture.
But the problem is we saw your Schwans in it, and then we had to take it down.
No, it was just the mirror part. George was like, no, dude, you can't put that up. Come on, George. That was not that revealing of a picture, was it?
It was fairly revealing.
So you don't think that the picture of me with the Mandy's all covered up, even though I'm naked, should be next to the Shams jersey in the rafters?
I mean, I don't know. It should be. I mean, it's our place. We can decorate it however we want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right. It's our place.
Yeah.
We'll decorate it how we want to decorate
A picture of Classic Mason with brown hair.
Oh, okay. Rather than the gray right now, the white hair that he's
Yeah.
got cooking right now. George, how you feeling about tonight's broadcast? How you feeling about the game?
Feeling good about the broadcast. I think we're going to have a fun one. OKC backs against the wall. They generally respond well in these scenarios. Shea averages, I believe, Cappy, 34, 5, and 7 on 54% shooting in these scenarios when they've lost the game in the playoffs. They've only lost 5 the entire playoffs, but he usually bounces back in a big way. So, and look, this Pacer team, I think at this point, Cappy, while I didn't think they had a great chance against this OKC team, they have clearly proven me and a lot of people wrong. They are in. They're not yet. Technically, I guess they're in the driver's seat at 2-1, but Vegas does not consider them in the driver's seat yet. And until the guys in Vegas do, then I think that will change the narrative a little bit on this series. But if they win this one tonight and go up 3-1, I mean, there's only one team in the finals history that's come back 3-1, and
Cleveland. This is for you.
Yeah, but he also kicked.
Yep.
He
I was
had
waiting. I was good job, Lindsay, because I was waiting for you to cue that up.
But he had to kick. Draymond had to kick him in the groin first for that to happen.
In the ding ding. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the schwanz.
Here, I
Right.
hate Reggie Miller. I've said that, and that's why I've been rooting against the Pacers.
Oh, how do you hate Reggie Miller? Reggie's the best.
I'm a Jordan Bulls guy. Come on. Okay. But
I
am
didn't play
now.
that many times.
I know, and
I can understand if you hated like Patrick Ewing or something.
Yeah,
Well, I hated Patrick
if
Ewing.
you hated Alonzo Mourning,
Alonzo Mourning?
Yeah, I'm just saying guys that had rivalries with the Bulls. The Miami Heat, the Bulls, the Knicks, the
Heat
Bulls.
weren't
No,
really
the Heat
that
and
good.
Bulls
They
really
are.
never rivaled. The Heat and Knicks had a
No,
rivalry.
but I'm
back
saying like
That was later
but
on.
the Eastern Conference back then was
No, it was
Bulls,
during that time.
Knicks, Heat. Those were the teams.
But the Pacers were one of those teams.
Okay, keep going. All
And
right.
the Pacers were absolutely.
But now
one of
I
those.
am flipping.
But they only played the Bulls like 3 times. It felt like the Knicks played them more, but whatever. Anyway, go ahead.
That's right. DeAndre's playing it. Because the Pacers have proven they have the fire inside. While Shea, who I've tried to defend, that the Thunder are the future, and they are.
What is this music?
This is The Fire Inside by Bob Seger.
Right. Love this song.
You should listen to the lyrics, Linz. It means a lot about life. That you've got the fire inside or you don't.
Linz, do you think this is complete cheese?
Yes.
Well, we play literally a Bob Seger song every show.
I love Bob Seger.
It's a bad song.
Thank you, Punch.
Very
It's a
bad
great song.
George, you can
Punch,
be
the great
deciding
judge
vote.
of content.
I
great
can
song.
barely make it out on my cell phone, so I got to be honest. I can't really hear what it is. But
It's the fire inside, man.
But
no,
this
I
isn't
know the
hook.
song, but I can't really hear it very well. So.
They have the fire inside. Pacers win tonight, and they.
How is it going at Casa El Cappy, Christopher?
It's been great so far. So Cappy picked me up. I arrived about 5 minutes later than scheduled. Took the Amtrak business class, of course, from Anaheim to Solana Beach. Smooth ride. Cappy was there waiting in his beautiful Subaru.
Right.
He said, "Get in, sucker. Do you want a snack?" I said, "Nah, I brought bananas." He's like, no. Jaden's going to pick us up some food." So we come back. Justin and Jaden are waiting like it's a happy family waiting for Uncle Chris to arrive.
Right.
I walk in. She hands me a menu. I say, "I'll have the Cobb salad without bacon." She says, "Okay." Justin's like, "Hey, man, why are you wearing this Dodgers hat, bro?" Then he tells me about his new job and all this stuff. So it's here's the thing. There's a lot going on in the house, but it's sometimes you walk into people's homes and they're extremely cold, right? You can feel that it's not a house of love. This house is a house of love.
Oh, that's nice.
And even though Rachel may not allow me in this house, technically she doesn't want me in this area. Scott, why is he coming down? She is still. You could still feel the love in this house.
That's right. And she emanates that love.
George,
She might come over. She might come see you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, why not?
He's already had the plumber out there.
The plumber was out earlier, and we had a hot mic moment
Oh, my God.
on social earlier when Cappy dialed in, and this has been happening a lot because you got to mute it on the way in, but it wasn't muted, and the social team didn't know he was coming in, and he came in hot, and he was talking about how the plumber had to come over to take care of some piping issues. Did they take care of the
They
pipe?
did. They laid the pipe. The plumber was here. The
Wow.
pipe has been laid. So, George, I
Wow.
was setting up for Chris to come down and broadcast from the house, and I was setting up a computer, and I was putting us into the Switcher studio so that I could test everything out, right? Well, I go into the Switcher studio, and I have no idea that the mic from the computer could actually bleed into the
There's literally,
YouTube
when you
broadcast.
walk in, I said this to you in the studio the other day
Yeah.
when I joined on Switcher. You got to mute immediately because you could see the level bouncing.
Yeah, I didn't know. So, George, I'm sitting in front of the computer, and I'm talking to my daughter. I'm like, yeah, the plumber's coming. Somebody knocks on the door. I go, who is it? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, well, find out. They're like, it's a plumber. I'm like, okay, great. He's early. And all of this is happening. Unbeknownst to me, I'm on the mic. Crypto Ray texts me. He goes, dude, I can hear you on the mic. I'm like, what mic? I'm trying to figure it out,
Crypto Ray has your phone number?
Yeah, that's right. I give everybody my phone number. I don't care.
Crypto Ray?
Yeah, I don't care. Everybody can have my phone
I mean,
number.
They
Crypto
also
Ray's
have
got my
your-
number, but I'm not Scott Kaplan.
They also
I-
have your address, too, Cappy.
Anybody can have my phone number. I have no problem with that at all. No problem at all. So George, then one of our listeners heard all this, rewound it, and then posted it.
They sent it to me in a DM, so I listened to it, and they're like, don't be mad at him. Don't be mad at him, Morales. I was like, I'm not mad. He didn't say anything bad.
What did I say? I said, hey, the plumber's coming over.
But imagine if you did, Cap. Imagine if you did say something, how, livid you'd be.
Oh, I'd be furious.
Well, we've had teammates that bleed over into the YouTube chat. So it happens sometimes.
Yeah, I will. So, George, I'm pretty excited about tonight's game. I was excited to watch last night's Florida Panthers Edmonton Oilers game. So we've got these two series.
What a crazy ending that
oh,
was.
Right, between the NHL and the NBA, these
that
two
is
series.
playoff hockey at its best.
Yeah.
It's so good.
To have a score with 20 seconds to go, by the way, it's 3-0 Florida. It's 3-3. Edmonton goes up 4-3. Florida scores to tie with 20 seconds to go. It's 4-4. And then Edmonton winds up winning the game in overtime. 3 of the 4 games have gone to OT. George, I have no fingernails left. I've been chewing on these things watching these hockey games.
We were watching it at a restaurant last night after I left the show. And, what a crazy ending. It was really fun to watch.
SportsCenter went big with the sunrise bits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the sunrise bit?
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun will rise again in Sunrise, Florida.
Yeah, it's and Taylor Swift was there as we documented during the show yesterday.
Cappy's very upset about this for some reason.
I'm not upset about it. It's just to me,
why
Taylor
are you
Swift,
upset about it?
I'm not. I promise you, I'm not upset about it. It's just that to me,
that's not what it says in the rundown.
I know. Lindsay wrote that I was annoyed.
You said you were annoyed.
I'm saying that it's
How about
one
Liz?
thing.
How about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's tease it. We'll tell you that next. Sedano, tell us about our friend Jacob Emrani, please.
Oh, I didn't know I was doing a live read, Chris. No offense.
Oh, it's on here.
So
listen, so let's pause on that. Coming up next, Sedano's Jacob Emrani read and why Cappy.
No, I don't have it with me, and I can't do that right now.
Lindsay,
someone,
I already did text it like 5 minutes ago.
I understand, but I can't do it while I'm not going to be able to do it off my phone right now, is what I'm telling you.
That's fine. No Jacob Emrani read. We'll tell you why Jacob's great. I'll do that. And why Cappy was upset, frustrated, angry, and mad about Taylor Swift. We can get the game. More of Sedano and Kap as we're live from South. Sedano's in Indiana. That's next in 3 minutes on 710 ESPN.
After another gritty performance by the Pacers in Game 3, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers look for a 3-1 series lead tonight. Pacers, Thunder, Game 4 in Indiana. Coverage tips off at 5:30 p.m. on 710 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app, the ESPN radio tile. Thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. And Chumba Casino and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. Meanwhile, Sedano and Kap will continue until 6 p.m. on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and the Listen Live tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. The NBA Finals on 710 ESPN.
If you've been thinking about selling your home and you've heard about Seller's Advantage on the radio or seen them around town, you might be a little skeptical, wondering if they're just another shady company trying to take advantage. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes from sellers in Southern California for over 20 years. They hold an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, and there's a reason they have some of the best reviews in town. Seller's Advantage will make you a competitive cash offer that can match what you'd end up with after paying for expensive repairs and agent commissions without the hassle of listing your home. Plus, they take pride in buying on your terms. If you want to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a no-obligation offer. 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747. Or, better yet, go to their website, sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. ESPN LA 710 and Children's Dental Fun Zone present the T-Ball Tee-Off, part of ESPN LA's All-Star Friday Night, happening Friday, July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex. From 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., kids ages 7 to 12 will take the field to showcase their big swings. Meet ESPN LA talent, win prizes, and enjoy a morning of fun. Limited spots are available. Sign up now at ESPNLA.com. Thanks to our friends at Children's Dental Fun Zone, sparkling smiles, happy kids.
This Father's Day, help Dad be all he can be with a gift from the Home Depot, because he's not just Dad, he's the handyman of the house, the plumber in a pinch, and the emergency mechanic. Upgrade his gear this Father's Day with the Husky Mechanics 270-piece tool set from the Home Depot. Now on special buy for $119, a $695 value. For every kind of dad, find the perfect gift this Father's Day at the Home Depot.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, It would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
3:38. Sedano and Kap on a Friday afternoon, but today it's Morales and Cappy. As we are live, Cappy and I both in the same room at South, the Cappy compound. Tomorrow, June 14th. Oh, it's Bourbon Day tomorrow. I remember my old friend Bourbon.
Bourbon.
It's also National Flag Day tomorrow. And tomorrow, the 64th birthday of this man, the lead singer of Culture Club, Boy George. Mm-hmm. Do you really want to hurt me, Cappy? Do you really want to make me cry?
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to make you cry. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to. I mean, it might happen, but I don't want to do it to you. Gosh, Culture Club, dude. I can't believe it. There was a time in my life, I was about 13 years old. I stood in line outside of a record store at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
To get in, to stand in line, to try and buy Culture Club concert tickets. Back in the old days when they would work in the record store and they would try and be getting you the best seats they could get you by typing it in on the computer.
Yeah.
Right. Disaster.
And then the service charges were like $15. Now they're $75 for some reason. By the way, real quick before we get to your Taylor Swift anchor and angst, the NBA playoffs, the draft, free agency, the offseason, every move in the biggest offseason in history, we have your dose of what's next for the Lakers thanks to Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers NBA Finals Game 4. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. this afternoon on 710 ESPN and the ESPN radio tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. Meanwhile, we'll go to YouTube only. Sedano and Cappy bonus coverage on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and on the Listen Live tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, Stanley Cup final, Game 4.
Right.
Last night.
Right.
Taylor Swift and her boyfriend were there, Travis Kelce.
So,
and you were upset for some reason.
No, here's what I'm saying. When you watch a Chiefs game and Taylor Swift is at the game,
yes,
whoever the broadcast company is, ESPN, CBS, whatever it is, they wind up focusing a lot on Taylor Swift. It has brought it has brought so many young female viewers to the NFL because Taylor Swift is there. They're like, yeah, we don't really know who Travis Kelce is, but we know he's dating Taylor Swift. I've never gotten annoyed with all of the Taylor Swift coverage during NFL games. Last night, to see Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at an NHL Stanley Cup final game, I was thinking to myself, what's the connection? And then Funchy...
Were they rooting for the Panthers or the Oilers?
So Funchy, you and Lindsay yesterday were trying to do some Insta research while we were on the air, and I think that the first thing we heard was that the goalkeeper for Edmonton, Skinner, I think he somehow met her or got her jersey. That was what you guys found out. But then I was told earlier, no, it's not him. It's not the keeper. It's another player. And then everybody says that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were there rooting on the Florida Panthers. So what is annoying to me is I haven't been able to figure out what is the connection that brought Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to last night's game, which, by the way, was a classic. I mean, this series has been amazing. In fact, these last two Stanley Cup final matchups between Edmonton and Florida have been amazing. Has anybody heard anything about what Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's connection was to that game or these teams?
Funch sent it in the group chat when we were on the air yesterday.
Yeah, but I don't think it was right.
Oh, so they published I mean, you said that it was all over the broadcast. They didn't tell you why.
Well, no, but I was not listening. I was on the air at the time, so I wasn't able to hear it.
Okay.
So, Funch, what is it you think is the story?
Jeff Skinner went to a meet and greet for Taylor Swift at one of her concerts or whatever, and presented her one of his jerseys, and she signed it and everything. It was big news. So
yeah, but that's what you were telling us yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And then it seems like everybody on social media says they were there for the Florida Panthers. So you'll have to excuse me when I tell you honestly, I don't really know who Jeff Skinner is.
So here's from Google. Taylor Swift was at the Stanley Cup final, Game 4 in Florida, to support her boyfriend Travis Kelce, who is a known hockey fan. She was seen cheering for the Florida Panthers alongside Kelce in a VIP suite. So that would kind of blow
Jeff
up
Skinner plays for Edmonton.
Yeah, exactly. So
right.
She was just wearing, she was dressed neutral, so maybe she was just there to watch the game.
Well, Okay, so Skinner, you tell me, Funch. I thought Skinner was the goalkeeper for Edmonton.
He is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the Kings? When
Yes.
The Kings was, Skinner.
Right.
Skinner.
And then earlier today, I read some other report that it was like, no, it's not him. It's some other guy. Listen, that, if anything, I'm annoyed because I can't figure out what exactly is the story. Like, what got Taylor Swift to Sunrise, Florida, to go watch a hockey game last night? Because when she shows up, it's not like just some random person just shows up. I mean, there got to be like massive amounts of like presidential security, you know? And the whole arena's got to be prepared for her.
All right, People magazine says a source told People that the Grammy winner was in Miami to support and spend time with Travis Kelce while he was training for the upcoming NFL season.
Okay, so she's in South Florida for that reason. That I can buy. But as far as the whole why she was at this hockey game or who they're there supporting,
Here's what happened.
Okay,
Apparently,
tell me.
Wayne Gretzky stopped by their suite too.
Yeah, the people that run like the Florida Panthers, I'm assuming they saw that she was there or heard that she was there with Travis in Miami, and so they reached out to them and said, "Hey, why don't you come check out a game? We'll hook you up in the suite, blah blah blah, all the things." And he's like, "Yeah, I love hockey. I'm a huge hockey fan." And they're like, "Okay, cool." And so the Florida Panthers got them, they hooked them up and gave them the ticket. So they're not really rooting for anybody, but they're technically kind of there on behalf of the Florida Panthers. That's what I think happened.
Okay, so that is your theory.
Yes, that's a sensible theory.
I like it.
It's a sensible theory.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think it's a bad one.
No, it's
everything I've
fine.
read says that Travis Kelce is a known hockey fan, but it doesn't say who he's a fan of.
I don't know. Well, anyway.
Well, it would seem odd that they're, especially Travis Kelce, is a fan of the Edmonton Oilers. That doesn't really match up. So,
just in case there was like some storyline, that's the thing that kind of
I still want to get back to why you were angered.
I'm not angered. I'm not angered, not one bit. I was like slightly triggered
because I just saw that there was a story from Outkick, and Outkick seems to be angered by a lot of things these days.
What are they upset
They're
about?
saying that people thought it was blasphemous that they were shown on TV during a Stanley Cup final.
No,
I don't know if that's true.
Blasphemous. Let me tell you something.
But why were you so upset about Taylor being there?
No, I'm not upset at all. I'm just trying to figure out the connection. But let me tell you this: blasphemous. Forget about that. That's the greatest thing that could have ever happened to the Stanley Cup final last night was that Taylor Swift was there. Travis Kelce, who cares? But the fact that Taylor Swift was there, trust me when I tell you, my daughter, who's a big old Swiftie.
Which daughter?
Julia. Okay. She doesn't know anything
now
about
that I'm in the family.
Yeah,
I'm in the house. You
right.
gotta vocal font that.
Now that Julia, who has no interest at all in the NHL or the Stanley Cup or couldn't tell you who's playing, wouldn't even know hockey season was going on, she's like, Dad, did you hear? I'm like, what? Taylor Swift was at the hockey game last night. So that changes everything for the
you
NHL.
have that family photo when you walk in the house of all the kids on the wall when they were all, how old were they?
I would say, I don't know, they were pretty young. I mean, Justin was probably 14, 15.
Can we add my picture to that?
100% we could put you in there.
My picture too, please.
Oh, DeAndre, for sure you're going in there.
Well, D, I don't know.
You and Justin, I mean, Justin loves DeAndre.
D, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You only want to go in? You don't want DeAndre to go in?
I think I want ownership over this. DeAndre ain't been in the Cappy compound.
Come on, D. Come on down sometime, man.
Well, I heard that Cap has nothing in his refrigerators in regards to like hydration and stuff
that's
like
why
that.
I brought my own water. I brought my own soft drink, and I brought my own bananas.
Although somebody did put in my refrigerator some vitamin water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You kept offering me water.
I know.
You need some water? You need some water?
No, I mean, I want you hydrated, buddy.
I am hydrated.
I don't want you getting dehydrated. Listen, my worst fear is that you come down to the crib.
And I collapse?
And you go down, and then I got to call 911, and then Stephanie's like, what happened? And then, Sam, the owner, is like, what the hell did you do to the guy? And then people accuse me of trying to knock you off. I mean, I just don't want that. I don't need that trouble.
So I was talking to Sam, the owner, Sam Pines, station owner, part station owner. This morning I said, oh, by the way, I'm going down to South to do the show with Cappy. And he just said, why?
What was your answer?
I said, well, what do you mean why? And he said, why? We have a radio station, and you have an office there. I was like, yeah, but Cappy drives me around a lot, so I might as well take the train down, and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
He's like, I hope so.
It is going to be fun. Well, fun, as you like to say, frivolity, and Friday.
I want to ask this question coming up next. I know you're not used to sports teases, but I'm
really?
going to tease.
Okay, go ahead.
Can SGA flip the switch?
Ooh.
The ever so popular switch. The producer, Lindsay Baseball, always talks about LeBron, and I think the switch is gone forever with LeBron, but that doesn't matter because he's not in the finals. We'll find out if SGA can do that. That's next. But first, Cappy, why don't you tell us about our friends, because I love PK over there. We had a great time last Friday at Park West Bicycle Casino.
Right now, I'll start off with this. Park West Bicycle Casino, obviously I've told everybody about how beautiful it is, all the upgrades, the renovations, the sushi. I mean, DeAndre, how was the sushi on Friday night last week?
Oh my goodness, man, it was fire.
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 It was. The seared salmon sushi, like literally melted in your mouth. Okay, literally. But
Chris there, the sushi man, he knows what he's doing.
Chris is a good chef. He really is.
Yeah.
And really, Mr. Park used to go to the sushi restaurant that Chris was the chef at, and Mr. Park was like, "Hey, you're coming to work for me."
How great is that? That you're that rich that you can just say, you know what? I want you working for me at my casino.
You're that powerful that you're like, "Hey, this sushi's so damn good. You now work for me." Here's the thing, though, I want to talk about with Park West Bicycle Casino. What do you got planned this weekend? It is Father's Day on Sunday. Maybe you want to take Dad out for a day of playing blackjack or poker. Or the jackpot. The Park West Bicycle Casino is home to California's largest card room jackpot ever, a record-setting $3.7 million. So, look, if you're a new player and you want $30 in match play just for signing up at the Players Reward Desk, you walk in, you go to that Players Reward Desk, and you say, Cappy sent me, and they're going to give you $30 right there on the spot. Come experience.
That's important, though. Stop there.
Okay.
Reiterate it. You got to walk in, and you got to say, Cappy and 710 ESPN sent you, and they hand you $30 of money with Cappy's face on it.
$30.
And they're like, hey, listen, you're going to go burn this $30. Maybe you turn it into $3,000. Who knows?
Well, that could happen. All you have to do is go to the Players Reward Desk and say, Cappy sent me. Tell them you're a 710 listener. Come experience the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino, LA's premier destination for table game action. Park West Bicycle Casino, real cards, real prizes, real close.
ESPN LA is black and gold. Follow LAFC on the quest for trophies all season long. Every match, every pass, every goal.
Oh, Olivier! He drops to his knees and implores the heavens.
The home of LAFC is 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Do you really think you've experienced real sports excitement in your home? It's Mace here, and I'm here to tell you to get off your couch and get into Cosm. Cosm is the ultimate immersive fan experience. The Dome at Cosm, massive 87-foot wraparound display with reserved booth-style seating. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall screens where you can watch multiple games at the same time. Incredible food, craft cocktails, beer available throughout Cosm. Go to Cosm.com to see all the sporting events coming up, and now showing The Matrix at Cosm.com.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
3:51 night until 4 p.m. Friday afternoon, live from the Cappy compound in South South. Today,
where?
South.
Okay.
I stumbled there for a second. Come on now. On this day in 1988, Paula Abdul released her debut album, Forever Your Girl, Cappy. The Mucho was playing this brand new.
Oh,
Power
really?
106 at this time, yeah.
The Mooch. Really?
Also today is National Chamoy Day.
What's Chamoy?
I don't know.
National Chamoy Day.
And it's Rosé Day.
Oh, rosé on a Friday. All day.
I used to like rosé, a nice crisp rosé.
Oh yeah, nice. Not too sweet.
With a cigar.
Not too dry.
And now no more for me.
No, you're done.
Yeah,
Isn't chamoy like the candy?
Aren't you Mexican, Chris?
I am.
Yeah, it's like Mexican candy.
Okay, I'm half.
All right, well,
You
you
wanna know
should
which
know
half?
that.
Which half?
Andy had a stroke.
Yeah, well, 3 strokes, frankly.
Wait, I don't know what chamoy is though.
It's a sweet and sour, salty, spicy Mexican candy.
Yeah, I've had chamoy then many times.
Okay.
Wait, what kind of candy though? Like you just said, sweet and sour and
It's
spicy.
it's a sauce, but they put it in candy.
Oh, beautiful.
You mean like a
chamoy sauce? You
mean
probably
like a
had it on like margaritas too, and maybe micheladas.
Oh yeah.
So it's not what Michael Jackson would say.
No.
That was chamoy.
As soon as you put that on there, I knew you were going to say that, Cap.
No,
I knew
you
it.
know Cappy's half.
Chamon.
Cappy he doesn't have a lot, but he's got a few things.
Yeah, chamoy, chamon. Yeah. So
Hold on for a second. Let me read this liner. But this mic is giving me
well,
problems.
you've moved it all over the place.
Well, I'm very active with my hands.
I
and the mic.
understand. I understand. The
You
mic's about to fall out of the freaking thing.
Are you telling me I'm going to have to hold it?
You may have to hold your own mic.
Want to play an ESPN LA second annual listeners game? Visit ESPNLA.com for your chance to secure a roster spot. I think there's like one left. Don't miss the chance to play for Team Travis or Team DeMarco. Visit ESPNLA.com today. Thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normal. We're going to talk U.S. Open, Dodgers, Giants. Angels are in Baltimore to face the Orioles. But right now, Cappy, we've got the NBA Finals tonight, Game 4. You'll hear it here on 710 ESPN starting at 5:30. George Sedano is going to be on ABC, not E1.
No.
Not E2.
No, big network.
But ABC.
Yeah. So you asked the question before the break.
Can SGA flip that switch and carry OKC to a road victory? Mm-hmm. And considering Indiana's man, Rick Carlisle, has coached his team to do one thing, which is make sure SGA doesn't get the ball, and it seems to be working.
Well, here's the thing. George brought up all these numbers about what SGA does after a loss. And he made the point, this is in the first segment of the show for those of you that are just getting with us, he made the point that Oklahoma City has only lost 5 games in the entire postseason. So during those 5 losses, in the aftermath, the next game, SGA comes out, puts up big numbers, scores 30-plus points, just has really big statistical nights, and more often than not, Oklahoma City has come back and won all of those games. So the question is, can SGA tonight do what Vegas thinks Oklahoma City is supposed to do? Because they're still favored by 5 points to win this game on the road. Can SGA be the superstar that some people think he is?
He is a superstar, but something's happening to this team in the finals, and it's great defense. That's all. That's all that's happening. Here's the stat that producer Lindsay gave us. Through Game 4, before Game 4, he was averaging 73.5 touches per game, Cappy, holding onto the ball for 8.6 minutes. Guess what happened in Game 3? Excuse me, up to Game 3. This is what happened in Game 3, though. He had just 64 touches and 6.5 minutes of possession.
Hey. Way to break down the numbers right
And look
there.
what happened.
Look at that.
And they lost, so there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Well,
is SGA the future of the league? Yes. Is he the MVP? Yes. Indiana knew this, and they're playing defense, and the rest of the team can't pick it up.
And what was the number yesterday, Lindsay? You recall the number about Tyrese Halliburton when he scores blank. I don't remember if it was 24 or something like. When he scores more than X, whether it was 25 points, whatever it was, then Indiana is unbeaten when he scores more than. Again, maybe it was 20 points, 25 points, whatever it is. So it does tonight, Game 4. If you're Indiana and you can win at home and you can take a 3-1 series lead on the road back to Oklahoma City, you might give up Game 5 and be down 3-2. But that's what they did against the Knicks. They wound up coming back the following game, and they won in Game 6. So what do you guys think? DeAndre, what do you think tonight? Indiana, do they win at home, or does SGA flip the switch, and does Oklahoma City take it back 2-2?
I think SGA will figure it out. I think the Pacers did a better job in as far as like as soon as he catches the ball, they kind of shadowed him.
They're
meaning
on
that
him.
There was
like
two defenders on him throughout the game, throughout the whole entire game. But as in regards to the Pacers, I mean, if they keep up the style of play, meaning they run on makes and they run on misses, Oklahoma City has to do a better job of keeping up with that pace, and they got to make quick and better decisions, and especially offensively, because Chet Holmgren did not have a good Game 3, and he needs to be able to have a better game tonight if the Oklahoma City Thunder want to come out on top tonight, too.
Funch, I would ask you what you think about tonight, but of course you've told us a million times you're not watching this series. You're busy eating Korean barbecue.
Where
right?
were you the other night, Funch? You were at Outback Steakhouse for the game?
Last night I was out at Outback, but Game 2, I was at a concert. Game 3, I was, I don't know, I forgot where I was.
I don't know, but Game 3, you said you actually watched a little piece of it.
Yeah, I did. I was at Islands with Beto. I was watching a little bit
that's
of
right.
it. Yeah.
Island Boy.
But tonight, I don't know. I mean, I might watch some of it, but I think I might watch And Just Like That, the new Sex and the City series. So.
Really?
Oh, God, man.
So wait a minute, Funch. Are you guys not going out tonight for Friday night? You're staying home?
Me? I'm staying home.
Okay.
Wow.
I got to stay home tonight. My
Yeah,
wife
man,
is
I
already
gotta stay
out.
home, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, what'd you say your wife is doing?
My wife is going to Portland for the weekend, so I'll meet
So
him.
what do you have to do?
Wait,
You
so
have to
it's
hang
just
out with your kitty
you
cat?
and the dogs and the cats?
Yep.
Wow, Funch.
On Friday night, June 13th, Friday the 13th at night. Let's hope a black kitty cat doesn't sneak into your house.
Yeah.
I had 2 black cats.
Doesn't surprise me.
Well, it's because nobody else wanted to adopt them. I felt bad for them.
Did you feel like they were bad luck?
No, not at all.
I will say, it does freak me out. Like if a black cat crosses in front of me,
why
dude.
do you think? Are you saying like I used to have bad luck before you knew me? Is
Because
that
the
what
only
you're saying?
thing, no, not the bad luck thing, but like it connected in my head to Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And I'm not
You're
saying
saying
you're
I'm a teenage witch?
No,
talking cat?
but I'm saying like it somehow connected in my head that it doesn't surprise me that you would have a black cat for the bit.
Not a black cat, 2 black cats.
Nemo
Well, I
and
knew
Buddy.
she had one. I didn't know she had 2.
Well, I had Nemo, but my friend adopted him when I moved here because I could only bring 2 pets with me.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, that's because nobody adopted them, and I felt bad for them. I didn't want them to just sit there in the shelter forever by themselves.
Hey, listen, Felix the cat's a black cat, and I love Felix the cat and Felix Chevrolet.
Okay.
Well, I just talked about him the other day. The
I
big
know you
cat.
did. I know
right
you did.
across the street from USC.
I know you talked about the big cat. All right, so hey, let's get to the top of the hour. What do you say?
Well, we're right here now.
Okay, well let's get to it. Here we go.
Okay, fine. You tell us about our friends at Hernandez Flooring.
You want me to tell you
Yeah.
about our friends at Hernandez
Can you
Flooring?
just tell us?
You want me to
Because
tell
we-
you?
Well, honestly, I looked at the read, and I see now it says Sedano.
Yeah.
But you could tell us a little bit about the Crazy Hernandez
I'd be
brothers.
happy to tell you about the Crazy Hernandez brothers because Steven Hernandez is doing the new carpet for me and Rachel. You were over today. You
I want new carpet, Scott.
You're getting new carpet, girl. If you need new flooring in your home, maybe it's a rental property, it's a new ADU. Let me tell you something. All those big box national retail stores, they pretend that they're going to give you a deal. You know what they do? They mark everything up so that then they can say that they're marking it down. But at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, it's run by the family. So you get the authentic old school Familia TLC.
Ava Familia.
And the actual wholesale pricing, and it's year-round. There's no bogus sales. There's no gimmicks. It's just the best price from the start. And that's why they say no sale beats wholesale. Homeboy. You got to put the homeboy on the back
You
end
used to
of it.
make fun of Keyshawn when he said homeboy in every promo.
No, I only made fun of him when he said, don't get it twisted, homeboy.
Don't get it twisted, homeboy.
Right, and I like that a lot. So here's what I suggest everybody do. Head down to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring or call 866-62-FLOOR, 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year-round because no sale beats wholesale.
Homeboy.
Check them out at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net or 866-62-FLOOR.
So what you need to know is next with producer Lindsay Baseball at 7:10.
After another gritty performance by the Pacers in Game 3, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers look for a 3-1 series lead tonight. Pacers, Thunder, Game 4 in Indiana. Coverage tips off at 5:30 p.m. on 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app, the ESPN radio tile. Thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. And Chumba Casino and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. Meanwhile, Sedano and Kap will continue until 6 p.m. on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and the Listen Live tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. The NBA Finals on 710 ESPN.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Check this out. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Sport CVT for just $279 a month plus tax for 36 months. One at this payment. VIN S3723202. MSRP $32,189. $33.99 due at signing. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net. On approved Tier 1 credit through Subaru Motors Finance. No security deposit. 10,000 miles a year. Model code SRD-21.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Take me up and never put me down. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Yeah, I'm on your Friday afternoon, a feel-good Friday and F-It Friday. Sedano and Kap, but today it's Morales and Cappy because I'm at South in the Cappy compound, and it feels good here. It does feel good.
I'm glad you're here.
You know what else feels good?
Tell me.
When we do a little What You Need to Know.
It's brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Take it away, Princess.
Thanks, Christopher. Well, this one is just for you, Cappy. This is what you, Scott Kaplan, need to know.
Oh.
That your buddy Brody, Russell Westbrook, has declined his player option with the Nuggets, so now he's going to become a free agent.
Okay.
So I know that you like rooting for him, or at least you did this past year.
Yeah.
So, like, where you want to see him end up?
I have been reading some things about Russell Westbrook being offered contracts internationally.
I did see that. A lot of money to play
EuroLeague.
over there. Yeah, like a lot of money.
Like there are clubs around the world that would love to have a guy who is considered an NBA star. I don't want to call anybody a superstar.
I think he was a superstar.
Because God forbid you call somebody a superstar, it could turn into a 45-minute discussion about what is the definition of a superstar.
Cap, you don't know how to watch ball, okay?
Clearly. But I'll tell you this.
You'll be watching some ball tonight.
I'll be watching a whole lot of ball. That's right. I got all kinds of ball to watch tonight. But
ball knowers.
Exactly right.
The thing about Russell Westbrook is that I do think that on the international market, whether it's China, he could go to China.
Tush push.
He could go. Russell Westbrook could play in China. So seriously, it could be China. It could be Europe. It could be Israel. It could be any of these places.
You play for Israel?
Well, I mean, there's craziness going on.
So what's going on in Israel?
A lot of Mishigash right now. You know,
a lot of Mishigash.
You're right. So, but Lindsay, when you think about this, you think he's going to stay in the NBA? My guess is he is. Seems like a good guy, family guy, LA guy, local guy. You know, I tend
heart
to
and
think
soul guy.
No,
Definitely not a heart and soul guy.
He's been an anti-heart and soul guy.
Okay.
You know,
But wait, if he has a choice between making, because from what I understand, when NBA stars go overseas, they have to make a bleep ton of money. Like, they have to pay them a lot of money, and they do pay them very well. So would he rather go over there and make a lot of money, or be like, the last guy on the bench in his final year as an NBA player? What do you think he would do, or what would you do?
Well, I don't think he's the last guy on the bench, given the way he played this past year in Denver. And, by the way, I think he also rehabbed a lot of his career, because many of us, myself primary amongst us, I mean, I always perceived him to be this locker room cancer. I saw what happened to the Lakers when he was around, and then I saw what happened when he left and went over to a couple other teams along the way. But in Denver, for some reason, they were able to get a lot out of him. I don't know if I'd call it the best.
Then it fizzled out at the end there,
Yeah, I would say that if I had to take a guess, I don't really know Russell Westbrook, but he seems like a guy who cares about his family and cares about being close. So if my guess would be that he'll find a new home in the NBA.
Social media has the numbers like 3 years, 100 to 150 million.
See?
If he takes one of those offers.
That's insane.
Yeah.
3 years, $150 million to go play
or
somewhere
just
else.
or 100 million, 100 million, 150 million.
They have to pay him that much to get them to go play over there.
Yeah.
You could buy some chamois with that.
Oh, a lot of chamois.
A lot of chamois.
He'll learn what chamois is once he gets that money.
You wouldn't go, DeAndre?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Why?
$30 million a year?
You'd have
Nah, that's cool.
generational wealth for 3 decades or whatever.
How do you know he doesn't have generational wealth right now?
Well, he does. He does have
So,
generational wealth.
is it really about the money?
What's 2 more years,
Well, wait, DeAndre, you would not go to China?
No, I wouldn't go to China, no.
I mean, Stephon Marbury became a superstar in China.
Yeah, of course, but Russell Westbrook also got a lot of other things that are going on outside of basketball.
And he's got dealerships here.
Oh, you got the dealerships, that's right.
Yeah. Would you go to Italy?
I mean, knowing how his career...
You would do some damage in Italy, you know what I'm saying?
I probably would do some damage over there. But I'm just saying, knowing how his career is in the NBA, why would you leave? You know what I mean? You can be another great role player on probably a winning team. You don't know how others will view him, especially how he did with the Denver Nuggets this season.
Well, and to me, it's not just the way he played. It's the fact that he, for the most part, fit into a team, wasn't a major problem or distraction. Of course, there was that article that Ramona had written in the latter part of the playoffs where they talked about, some problems that were going on between him and Aaron Gordon in the Denver locker room. But, I mean, everybody jumped immediately to his defense. So, Linz, to answer your question, my opinion is that Russell Westbrook will more than likely find another home in the NBA. Where? TBD.
And that is what you need to know. 407 In your Friday afternoon, Sedano and Kap. Today it's Morales and Kap, because Sedano is doing the NBA Finals on the sidelines on ABC. You can hear Game 4 beginning at 5:30 p.m. Pacers Thunder on 710 ESPN AM and on the all-new ESPN LA app. I thought you were going to say something.
No, I was waiting for you.
The ESPN radio tile. We will continue on YouTube only from 5:30 to 6 at ESPN Los Angeles, and the Listen Live tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. Meanwhile, the 125th U.S. Open is going on in Pennsylvania at Oakmont Country Club.
Right outside of Pittsburgh. And by the way, because Yins know that I got a little bit of Pittsburgh back in his DNA and that.
There are so many Pitt things up in your office here.
Yeah.
There's Pitt stuff everywhere.
Yeah, well, listen, like I said,
you were a kicker, and there's 7 jerseys.
Well, these jerseys, it's funny you say that because somebody told me at the beginning of the new year that in numerology, maybe Funchy, you could look this up. In numerology, the number 9 has like a very significant meaning. That was my collegiate number.
Yes.
And if you think about the year 2025, when you add all the numbers up.
Jeez.
What do you mean, oh, geez? wait a
That's
second.
really quite the stretch.
What are you talking about? You mean you like numerology?
I'm a leave-in.
In numerology, the number 9 represents completion, compassion, and giving back.
Okay,
Fight
so
on.
So in 2025,
I think we're going to do all 3 of those things tonight.
Yeah, in 2025, you've got the numbers add up to number 9. 2 plus 0 plus 2 is 4 plus 5 is 9. That's the number 9. 2025 is the year of the number 9. So I had some guy sent me a jersey. He said, "Hey man, he said, I was at some charity auction, dude. He goes, and I bought this old Pitt jersey, and it's yours. It's got your name on it. And he hit me up on, Lindsay, you'll love this. You ready? He hit me up on LinkedIn. That's right, girlfriend.
Wow!
That's
You guys got AC in this house?
no AC.
Oh, it is. I am sweating.
Take your freaking jacket off.
Cap,
yeah, but
can
it's
you bring-
important for the U.S. Open conversation.
Can you bring one of your jerseys for my redecorating?
If I can hang it in the
There's
rafters.
only 8 of them in here in this room.
If I can hang it in the
one.
rafters next to Shams' jersey.
Yes, please bring it in.
Cap, can I wear your jersey like I did DeMarco's?
Oh, you,
Oh my gosh.
you'd slide in this thing.
Oh, I have no problem with you wearing it. You'd look a lot better in it than I did. You'd look like it when I would have to wear shoulder pads to fill it out.
Can we open a window or something?
That window's open over there. This window's. Take the freaking jacket off.
Oh my God!
Why
There's
didn't
no
you
fits
wear
in
your
here.
U.S. Open hat so then you could take the jacket off?
Well, the reason I wore the LA Dodgers hat because I knew
To
it would
make
piss off
Justin
Cappy's son.
Right. Oh yeah.
Hey man, why is you bringing that Dodgers hat in, bro?
Right. You're gonna wear that Dodgers hat in my house, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm wearing the jacket from the 123rd U.S. Open at LA Country Club. Lindsay and I went to that one.
Yep.
That was a good time.
Yeah, that Saturday though I got sick.
Oh, that's
it was,
right.
I think, a preview of a lot of things going on a few years ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I spent like all day, Lindsay, in the media trailer, but
Yeah.
the bathroom,
Yeah.
blowing things up. Anyway, that was the 123rd U.S. Open. The 125th edition is at Oakmont Country Club, where the conditions are beautiful, but they are also insane.
Insane.
The second cut rough is like 6 feet high.
I'm telling you right now, somebody's gonna break a wrist. Somebody's gonna tear an MCL. Somebody will get hurt in that rough.
Now, here's what happened. Patrick Reed yesterday hit an albatross. And
Which,
albatross
amazing.
is amazing because it's basically a 2 on a 5.
Right.
On
And
a
he
par
was-
5, he got it in 2.
From 280 yards
Yes,
out.
exactly.
When you're 280 yards, first of all, if I were 280 yards out in anything, I'd be like, I don't have that club.
Right.
Okay, take your 3-wood, see what you can do. How about 220 straight down?
exactly, yeah.
280 yards out to put it in is incredible.
And he didn't even know it went in. Everyone's like, oh, man, it went in. And you could tell he was like, whatever. Like, it's an albatross. That's cool. And that was only the 4th albatross in U.S. Open history. But today, the great Victor Perez made magic. Let's play the sound, DeAndre.
And that's a 7-iron.
It's basically a straight shot, going right after it.
Major League chess card.
Victor Perez with the hole-in-one. The hole-in-one on the par 3 6th hole at Oakmont Country Club.
And Victor Perez right now tied for 7th. He shot 70 today.
Not bad when you get a hole-in-one.
Yeah, well, and by the same token, also not like awesome when you got a hole in one.
Well, that's true.
You know, I mean, you got 2 under right there.
What's that flag on next to his name? Is he a Frenchman?
Victor Perez. Where is he from? Don't really know much about Victor
I'm
Perez.
going to click on it now.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Yeah, from France.
Yes, from France. He went to New Mexico for college. University of New Mexico.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, it's been good. The first 2 rounds of the U.S. Open have been really good. And by the way, let me ask everybody a quick question. Is that not what every dad wants on Sunday? Let me sit on the couch and watch the final round of the U.S. Open?
Not my father, because
Not my dad either.
No.
So
Well, my
I want to
brother
watch.
will.
I want to watch it, but my dad's gonna be like, "Hey, where are we going?"
Well, hold that thought because I want to ask you guys a little bit about what we should be doing for Father's Day this weekend. And I really want to get to the Dodgers and the Giants because I'm telling you right now, the Giants have all of a sudden gotten hot. They're in second place, even though they got walked off yesterday by Colorado. You know, they were winning that series, no problem, and Colorado walked them off in the bottom of the ninth. They had bases loaded, and Colorado, that's like their first walk-off win of the entire year. But Dodgers, Giants, and then Dodgers hosting the Padres for 4 Monday through Thursday, everything could be different by the time we get to next Friday. Or the Dodgers could pull away.
Real quick before we do that, to wrap up this U.S. Open, when I walked in, you're wearing a U.S. Open hat if you're watching on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. My rule was I hated guys that wore stuff from tournaments they weren't actually attending. Like I wear this jacket quite a bit, but I was at this event. But here's what I did yesterday. I broke down and I ordered U.S. Open, this one, 125th gear. You know why? Because of the squirrel. The squirrel that is part of the logo is amazing, and I love squirrels. My house in Anaheim has been, the backyard's overrun by squirrels. They think they run the joint, and they have so much fun. They're hopping from the tree to tree. It's amazing. So I had to break down. I ordered 2 shirts. I ordered a hoodie. I ordered ball markers because of the squirrel. The squirrel's amazing in the logo.
I thought you were going to say that it was because of the numerology of the 125th anniversary or whatever.
Let's see, 125 is 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 5 is 8. What does the number 8 mean in numerology, Funch?
Funchy.
Funchy's going to be our numerology
Yeah, you'll have to let us know what
numerology
the number,
expert, Michael Funches.
what number 8 means in numerology. I don't know. Again, I don't even know anything about numerology, but when somebody told me that 2025 equals 9 and 9 has all these great meanings, I was like, well, I was number 9. I'm putting up number 9 jerseys.
The number 8 represents balance, abundance, and material success.
Hey, pretty good. Pretty good, 125th. See that, Lindsay?
There you go.
How
I mean,
about
are
that?
any of the numbers, like, negative? Like, as in, like, associated with bad things?
Could be.
We need to have a numerology expert on, okay?
Okay, I like that idea.
Maybe 13 is. I don't know.
I like that.
13
Yeah,
is
today's
not
Friday
a
the
prime
13th.
number.
Oh.
Not a prime number.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a prime number?
It has to be like, yeah, doesn't it have to be like 13 would not be, because that would be 1 plus 3 would equal 4, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess we need to have an expert on.
I mean, 2002, the year 2002 only equaled 4. I mean, right?
Right. Your point exactly.
Okay.
4:15 on Sedano Kap. Coming up next, we'll do Father's Day talk, but we want to talk about Dodgers Giants, the hated ones, those scumbag stinking Giants. God, I hate them.
Well, we'll get to them. And plus what Dave Roberts is saying right now about this very bunched up, very tight-knit NL West. We'll get to all of that on the way.
Are you trying to lock us out?
I'm handing off to you.
Sedano and Kap next on 710.
Travis Rogers into Marco Farr.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
In 30-plus years, I did something today I have never done before. I walked out the door without my stuff.
Without a laptop,
Without a
anything.
laptop, without anything. I just forgot all of my stuff at home. I don't have my headphones. I don't have a laptop. I don't have the pad of papers that I like.
I'm just noticing that you don't have
the
a laptop.
pens that I like. Like, I have a whole little routine. The little
Mic
thing
cover,
that goes over
yeah.
the mic. I don't have any of my stuff. I feel like I'm doing everything left.
You're raw dogging.
I am raw dogging to the extreme. Thank you, Emma.
You are raw dogging on the clock.
I'm raw dogging radio for the first time ever. Yeah, I feel so...
And it feels unsafe.
It feels reckless.
Travis and DeMarco back Monday at 9 a.m.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino? Just 9 miles from downtown LA and near the 710 freeway. It's completely reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and upgraded amenities. We're also home to California's largest card room jackpot ever, $3.7 million. New players score $30 in match play when they say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Come see what everyone's talking about.
Please gamble responsibly. Problemgambling.ca.gov. 1-800-GAMBLER. GGR 001291. GAR 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense. Use Thrive and protect your business.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
In your Friday afternoon. Feel good Friday. Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump.
Yeah.
Today is Friday the 13th, Friday, June 13th. Back on this day in 1989, Digital Underground released The Humpty Dance as a single. And today is World Softball Day.
Really?
And we do have All-Star Friday night coming up Friday, July 11th in the city of West Covina at West Covina Sportsplex. Your team, I think, I believe in your team. But DeAndre and Team Ace, they think they're gonna smack you around.
And I gotta tell you
like
something.
A rented mule.
I reprimanded a couple of my players yesterday.
Yeah.
In particular, I had to reprimand Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Really?
Bergman
the
is
GAB?
Yeah, Bergman is going out on like Mason and Ireland yesterday, and he's talking about how terrible our team is.
Well, he's kind of a self-hater at times.
And I go, bro, you're on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Bergman, you're part of the team. You're ripping the team that you're a part of. Like, change your attitude, bro.
That's not being a team player, man.
Yeah, and you're right. And Lindsay, here's the other thing. Bergie actually showed out last year. He played a decent game. So I drafted him because I was like, you know what? He's decent. He can play. He's all right.
We'll get to Dodgers-Giants in just a moment. Anthony Jex.
Yeah.
On our social team. And I spent a lot of time with him the other day at Rams Media Day.
He's
he
a
just
good
sent
man.
a picture of a hat.
Mhm.
And I think he bought that hat. He said, beautiful freaking squirrel. It's got the squirrel for the 125th U.S. Open.
Beautiful freaking squirrel.
Oh,
Good-looking squirrel.
It is a good-looking squirrel.
Nice squirrel.
I can't wait to get my gear.
So-
Good job, Anthony. You're
yeah.
a proud young man.
So it's okay that I'm wearing the U.S. Open hat from Oakmont, even though I'm not there and I
But you
didn't get
played
it.
there
But I
last
played
year.
there a year
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, that's fine.
And they were already selling all the U.S. Open merch.
But I'm ordering gear, and I'm not at the tournament,
Okay.
and I've never played there.
Well, how about
Well,
we
you
go
also
play
have
there?
Masters gear, don't you?
I do, but that's like an asterisk, and it was brought to the one Masters stuff that isn't like Sunday Swagger Masters themed, but an actual hat from Augusta was brought to me from Augusta by somebody that went.
Because you can only get it there.
Right.
You can only buy merch from the Masters at the Masters. So I'm with you. I happen to have a Masters hat over there. I have a Masters shirt. And people, every time somebody sees you wearing something from the
Right.
Masters, like, oh, you were there?
Right.
Not exactly.
You know what the trick is to get good Masters gear without paying all that money?
Tell me.
You go to the Goodwill in Augusta.
But if I'm going to go to Augusta, I got to somehow get into Augusta.
I'm just saying.
They have a Goodwill store in
Yes,
Augusta that has
yes.
merch from the Masters?
This was a whole thing that I recently discovered. It was around Masters time. Someone did an article on it and how, like, you go there and you get great discount. They have tons of stuff there.
Wow.
That I did not know.
Tommy Lamb and I, it's our goal in life to go to Augusta
Oh,
at some
yeah.
point. Speaking of Tommy Lamb, because we were talking about hole-in-ones,
Mhm.
and Lindsay had on a rundown. Have you ever witnessed a hole-in-one? I did. Tommy Lamb hit a hole-one on the 7th hole at Black Gold during the pandemic.
Really?
During 2020.
And so he got off easy because there was probably nobody there, or did he have to buy the whole place around?
No, the bar wasn't open.
Oh, wow. I've witnessed one hole-in-one in my life. It was at the La Costa Resort,
Right.
which is in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
And they play PGA, or they did play PGA events. They just had the NCAA tournament, for college kids, men and women there. My former radio partner, a guy named Billy Ray Smith, we were playing a tournament. I don't remember exactly what the organization was. And he hits this ball, par 3, 190 yards, hits this ball, and the cup was actually covered, like you couldn't see it because of whatever was in front of it, meaning like a bunker or whatever. And we're like, dude, that could be in. So somebody went and drove, and they got to the green, and like, oh my God! And he hit this hole in one, and he won a brand new Ford Mustang.
Well, we do that at our tournament. We give away a car on hole 10.
So he won a brand new Ford
That's
Mustang.
awesome.
And the night of after everybody's played and you go in for the the banquet and everything, the auctioneer is like, hey, we had somebody win the hole-in-one today. And he points over at Billy Ray and he goes, hey, congratulations, Billy Ray. How about donating the Mustang right back to the organization?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, put him on the spot, bro.
Did he
front of
donate it?
No, hell no.
Oh, good job, Billy Ray. BR. Scott and BR was legendary in this town.
Yep.
Oh, look, we have the picture up on YouTube of the hat. Look at that squirrel.
That's
He's
a
having
nice
so
squirrel.
much funny. So much fun.
That's a good-looking squirrel.
Today
Chris,
there was a squirrel in my backyard with a big full tail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beautiful tail.
Wait, do you feed the squirrel?
My uncle sometimes will, and I ask him not to because then the squirrels have become more aggressive over the last 6 months when he's been feeding them because now they're very aggressive even on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
They're running on the streets and stuff because I think they know this sucker's house is giving out free nuts.
Oh, yeah? Really? They're in the squirrel community.
Yeah.
They're like, those two guys over there, they're the guys that give out the free nuts.
Yeah, so the backyard has been overrun by squirrels, but that's okay. They're having fun.
All right.
You know who else is going to be having fun? I hope. When our Los Angeles Dodgers, as I wear my Dodgers hat, in a household of Padre fans, you scumbag Padre fans, they take down the Giants for Father's Day weekend. How about 3 in a row? Could that be?
Well,
it could. I asked to start tonight with Yamamoto.
It could be.
Do we have that song, Linz?
You want to hear the whole song? Probably.
I don't know, just the hook or something. The Yamamoto song.
Yamamoto tonight, 6 and 4. Okay, that's all we're doing.
That's just
That's
the
all
drop.
you're getting.
That's
That's
just
all
the
you're
drop.
getting.
Okay, I'll play the whole song.
That's all you get.
1, 2, 3 Yamamoto Yoshinobu no monomane shiteるも
It's the hit of the summer.
Sing it then. Sing it. No, that's what's in. I mean,
I think it's better.
I just want to hear Lindsay sing Japanese.
This is the best part. Here it comes. It's intense.
It is. Dodgers at Dodger Stadium tonight.
That's what's in.
Yeah, it's not that's what's in. I mean, come on. Dodgers tonight, Yamamoto 6 and 4, 2.20 ERA against Logan Webb, who's 5 and 5 with a 2.58 ERA. And the Dodgers right now have a 1-game lead over San Francisco. They've got a 2-game lead over San Diego and a 6.5-game lead over Arizona. If you're a fan of the Dodgers, or let's just say you're following everything that's going on in the NL West this weekend, the number 1 team takes on the number 2 team. The number 3 team takes on the number 4 team. And by the weekend, when it's over, who knows what the standings will look like. And then by next week, when the Padres play the Dodgers for 4 at Dodger Stadium, by this time next week, I'm telling you right now, the Dodgers could be running away with the division as we're getting towards the All-Star break, or San Diego, San Francisco, they've got their chances.
Let's hear from Dave Roberts, my friend Dave Roberts.
Your friend Dave Roberts.
My pal.
Oh, really?
My pal Dave
Is
Roberts.
Is that right?
On how tough this stretch is.
It is weird scheduling, but I think that, I don't know, good or bad, but it is the way it is. And so it's going to be an intense, this 26 games of kind of playing winning teams that we're going through right now. It's a big stretch for us. It's the gauntlet. And, it was good to see some good things come out of this series. And, yeah, we got them for, I think, 4 at our place, too, next week.
Good job, Dave.
Yeah,
the gauntlet. Anytime you could use the word gauntlet into something, it's nice.
Well, it has been kind of interesting because listen, it's the same old story every year. Every year we talk about the the Dodgers starting pitching, how many injuries they've got, and how they seem to always find ways to win. They just took 2 out of 3 from San Diego. They had lost 2 out of 3 in St. Louis. They have 3 against San Fran, 4 against San Diego. Then they've got Washington. The point is that this Dodger team, no matter how many injuries in the bullpen, no matter how many injuries in the starting rotation, they always seem to find ways to win. But you've got San Francisco, who's on their tail. You got San Diego, who's not too far behind. You know about those 4 games. Dave just mentioned it. This is actually the most interesting race for the first half of a season that I can remember in a really long time.
Well, wouldn't you say the NL West is the toughest division in baseball?
By far.
By far.
Not even close.
What about the AL West? No, I'm just kidding. The NL West is by far. It's kind of like, gosh, what would be the comp on the NBA or NFL side?
Well, in the NFL, I guess you could maybe maybe look at the AFC West, where you've got Kansas City. They're the Dodgers of the AFC West. And then you've got these teams like the Chargers, who everybody always thinks they're going to be good, kind of like the Padres, and they never can quite get over. And then you've got the Raiders, who everybody kind of wants to be good, and they're sort of like, well, they're kind of like, unfortunately, like Colorado. But I think things are about to turn for the Raiders.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, and then you got Denver. Denver's kind of like Arizona, where you don't really have much expectation, and then all of a sudden they shock you and they find themselves in the World Series.
I think the comp kind of fell apart.
The comp fell apart right there?
Just a little bit.
A little bit?
Just about 60%.
60% is kind of right there.
Dodgers,
that's
Giants
sort of the
for
number.
Father's Day weekend. Take Dad to the game, will you?
Or do something for Dad this weekend. I mean, listen, I love being a dad, and I love being celebrated as a Father's Day. But I walked into my son's room yesterday, and he had this package, and it was something that had come from Amazon, and it was sitting there, and it wasn't open. I go, yo, what's in the package? He goes, can't tell you. I'm like, oh, so I bought myself something for Father's Day.
Now, is that right? Is that okay?
You know, I think it's kind of more the thought than it is who pays for it.
Nah, I think who pays for it's important.
Yeah, it probably is, but I'm so now
So
like
couldn't you just
accustomed.
log into your Amazon account and see what you bought?
Yes, he could. But wait.
I could do that.
You said only your daughters use your Amazon account. Now Justin is using it too. He has a job.
You know
and
what?
he lives
though?
at home for free.
I know, but Linz, it really the package was addressed to the daughters.
Oh no, these kids got a great setup down here, Linz.
Listen,
I mean, it's
I'm
amazing.
gonna ask them to let me in on this Amazon plan. You know?
me too.
You'd never know. You'd literally never know, Cap.
Yeah, although recently, if I'm being honest, Rachel called me and she goes, have you looked at your credit card statement? And I go,
oh, boy.
No.
Oh, boy.
And she goes, did you order all this? I go, no, I didn't really order all this. She goes, oh, man. So then I had to call all my kids. I'm like, yo, let's go. Stop. Hard stop.
Rachel's on it. ESPN LA 710 and Children's Central Fun Zone present the T-Ball Tee-Off, part of ESPN LA's 4th annual All-Star Friday Night, July 11th at the West Covina Sportsplex. Kids ages 7 to 12 can swing big, like producer D, and be part of the All-Star action. Sign up now at ESPNLA.com. Click on the T-Ball Tee-Off card for your designated age group. Children's Central Fun Zone, sparkling smiles, happy kids. Isn't that beautiful? By the way, Mario Ruiz, hey. He's going to come on at 4:45. Talk about Club World Cup. LAFC's got a big one on Monday. The FIFA Club World Cup is the premier club competition in the world, and you know LAFC is in it.
And LAFC is playing. I'm trying to remember the club from the Premier League, from England. It's
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Thank you,
and there's a dude who plays for the LAFC who used to play for Chelsea.
Giroud.
Oh, DeAndre, I didn't know you were such a soccer expert. If I would, I'd have handed it off to you, man. That's awesome. You got all the details.
I think we're going to let you ask a question tomorrow. Hey, D, what's going on?
Was goody.
Well, it was in the email Chris sent.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was. I didn't have that email pulled up. That's
so, yes.
But it was in that email.
We'll talk to Mario at 4:45 about LAFC and that big match Monday as part of Club World Cup. Next, though, it's a little radio Tinder action, Cappy.
Yep, but first, I want to tell everybody about Seller's Advantage. Listen, if you're driving around L.A., you will see the billboards everywhere for Seller's Advantage. In fact, I think there's a competition going on right now in L.A. for who's got the most billboards. Is it going to be Seller's Advantage or is it going to be Jacob and Ronnie? It's close. Right now, it's a very, very close race. But at Seller's Advantage, here's what you can do. You can skip the agents. You can forget about paying commissions. And when an agent comes to your house, when they're going to try and help you sell it, and they tell you got to put 30, 40, 50 grand into the house, forget about all of that. Forget the costly repairs. By the time you would get done paying the agent fees and paying for the repairs, you could have already sold your house for a very fair, competitive price, and you don't have to worry about the deal falling through because Seller's Advantage pays cash. So I would encourage you right now, if you are contemplating selling, get your free, no-obligation cash offer and get it today. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, like that's the way we're going to buy it, as is. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or make it easy. Go to their website, sellersadvantage.com.
Radio Tinder is next, Jack.
After another gritty performance by the Pacers in Game 3, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers look for a 3-1 series lead tonight. Pacers, Thunder, Game 4 in Indiana. Coverage tips off at 5:30 p.m. on 710 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app, the ESPN radio tile. Thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra, Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. And Chumba Casino and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. Meanwhile, Sedano and Kap will continue until 6 p.m. on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and the Listen Live tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. The NBA Finals on 710 ESPN.
Is it time to sell your home? Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you want to move. Or maybe you inherited a home that you just don't want to hang on to. Whatever your reasons to sell, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for decades. Their seller reviews speak for themselves. They're just people who buy from people, and they'll provide you a custom solution that works for your needs. They offer and will buy with cash, and they close in days. The great part is you don't have to worry about spending any money on repairs, preparing your home to be shown, or having people come in and out. And there are no agents, just a great offer and an easy experience that will give you the peace of mind so that you can walk away happy. So if it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a free, no-obligation offer today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats, exclusive fan benefits, and memories that last a lifetime. Don't miss out. We need you in the stands. Visit USCTrojans.com or call 213-740-GO-SC.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Friday afternoon, Morales and Cappy today. Radio Tinder time, we like to play a TV theme like this one. The theme from Full House, because today, happy 39th birthday to Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
39, huh?
They both played, of course, the babies.
Michelle.
What was her name? Michelle, yeah. Gosh, I feel old. 39.
They had great, like, sing-along videos, and they had, like, that To Grandmother's House We Go. It was, like, a Christmas video.
Oh, yeah.
But
I remember that.
They had the videos where it was like, brother for sale.
Straight bangers.
They sang the different songs.
Straight bangers.
They were. I used to love those.
You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our new sponsor, the Crazy Hernandez Brothers, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, F-L-O-O-R, or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so this weekend, Christie's is hosting a private wine auction brought to you by billionaire businessman and private collector Bill Cook. I don't know why he's a billionaire, and I don't know who he is, but he's got 1,500 lots comprising nearly 8,000 bottles of historic vintages from his private collection, which has an estimated worth of about $20 million.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. So the most expensive bottle that's up for auction is, I'm not going to say this right, and I know you guys are going to make fun of me for it. So
mark the tape, DeAndre. Here we go.
It's a 1985 Domaine de la Romani Conti.
De la Soul what?
No. Domaine de la...
Thank you, Funchy. I'm glad you got the De La Soul.
I got it.
Thank
Romani
you,
Conti. And it is has a high estimate of $180,000.
When the last word, can you just spell the last
Do
word?
you think it's Chianti?
I think so.
No, it's not Chianti. I know how to say Chianti. I used to be a bartender.
Oh.
It's ROMANEE-CONTI.
Oh. Romini Conti.
How do you
I
say his
have no-
name?
I have no idea.
That's what I
I
said.
have no idea.
Anyway, it's worth $180,000-ish. What's the most that you guys have ever spent on a bottle of wine?
Go ahead, Cap.
All right, so this is going back about 3 or 4 months ago. I went out to dinner with a buddy of mine. He had bought dinner the last time we had gone out, and this was my turn to buy dinner. So we go sit down, we have dinner, and he goes, hey, I'm going to order the caviar. And I'm like, ugh, really? Like, I'm not that I wouldn't eat it, but it's not something I would ever order. Certainly not, right? And, of course, I never saw the price of it. And then he decided, he goes, hey, I'm going to order a bottle of wine. I didn't want to drink any wine. I was happy with water. And then he ordered this bottle of wine. And by the time the bill came, I'm embarrassed to tell you how much it was, and it was my night to pay. And he took advantage of it. He really did.
How much was it?
For the dinner for the two of us was like over $600.
But how much was the wine?
I think it was like $250 for a bottle of wine.
Oh, I got you beat.
So yeah, it's not like it was like in terms of wine, maybe that's not so expensive, but like you can get really good bottles of like Camus and Silver Oak and I mean good big reds for much less than that. Especially, by the way, when you're in a restaurant, they mark it up 100%.
So I was at Rare Society in San Clemente, an amazing restaurant.
Yeah, really
I took
good.
Stephanie there for the weekend when we were first dating, maybe a few months in, and I wanted to impress her. So I did just that. I bought a bottle of Silver Oak.
Uh-huh. And how much?
I don't know which one it was because I don't buy a lot of Silver Oak, but it was around $5 for the bottle.
Why don't you just buy the cheapest bottle that they had? Like, why don't you look and go, Silver Oak, that's a name, she'll know it, and then just find the cheapest one they had.
It was worth every dollar.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was amazing.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's adorable.
Now, here's the other thing. I did not buy this bottle, but one time Keyshawn and I were at his house doing liners, and he was just like, he wanted to show off. So he's like, I'm just going to, it's like a Friday afternoon. He's like, you don't have to drive back for a while, right? I was like, no. He's like, I'm going to go downstairs and get a bottle of wine from the cellar. And he told me, and I looked it up on my wine app, and this bottle was a $2,000 bottle.
Remember what it was called?
I don't, and it was incredible. But he had it in there for 30 years or something. And it was, again, when you're getting into those bottles, it's worth it if you have the money, and it's like, you know, it's just for fun, but it's incredible.
Lindsay, I'm told that Bill Cook, and I say I'm told meaning I'm looking at Wikipedia, was the richest man in the state of Indiana, worth over $5 billion.
I wonder if he knows your buddy John Cougar Mellencamp.
He prefers to be called just John Mellencamp now.
Oh, sorry.
That's
he dropped
right.
the Cougar. That's
Yeah,
right.
he did drop
so
the
people
Cougar.
would take him more seriously.
That's right. Hey, you laugh, but my man's got some bangers. You talk
Because
about
Hurt So Good is a great one.
Hurt So Good's good, but Pink Houses is
Yeah,
my
Pink
favorite.
Houses is
Pink
good.
Houses is an amazing
He
song.
is like
Wild
top
Night.
cheese. Top cheese.
Which one, Punch?
Wild Night.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
Wild
Yeah.
Night's a good
Yeah,
one too.
that's a
He
good one.
listen, John Cougar Mellencamp, even if he's got the Cougar in or out, he got a lot of great songs. Turns out the Pat McAfee thing brought him back to relevance for all the wrong reasons.
Right. You were wrong on that one, Cap.
I thought Pat McAfee would turn into a funny bit where he would like bring Mellencamp in. They'd bury the
because
hatchet.
He torched him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
here's
I
a
thought
little
he
Hurt So Good on a Friday afternoon. Well, now it's a little chilly in your house. Now that you open that window, it's breezy down here.
Yeah, that's
It's
why you
Solana
don't.
Beach.
That's why you don't need air conditioning.
Oh, it feels good though.
All right, Funch has got the next.
I want to hear the
radio
hook.
tender.
Hold on, I want to hear the hook. I want to hear the hook. It's in like 10 seconds.
Go do that thing you do.
Here we go, Cappy.
Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good.
That's nice.
Sometimes love
that's enough, that's
don't
enough.
feel like it should.
Oh, hey, Funchy Lover, give it to us.
All right, I told you my wife is leaving this weekend to go to Portland.
Yes.
All
So
right,
hang out with
boys'
her friends.
weekend.
And, yeah, boys' weekend with the dog and the cat, whatever.
Get out.
Got a huge conundrum though. Her flight got canceled from Ontario.
Okay.
So now she found another flight from Burbank. She can't drive because she's not going to go. She can't leave her car there because she's going to fly back to Ontario. So
She can't drive from Ontario to Burbank and
Yeah.
fly from Burbank to Portland because if she flies from Portland back to Ontario, then her car's in Burbank.
Exactly.
All right,
exactly.
gotcha.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
So I got a conundrum.
All right, go ahead.
She comes in Sunday night out of Ontario at midnight.
Oy vey, you're going to have to go pick her up
Exactly.
and drive her
I
to
gotta
Burbank, aren't you?
do I pick her up or just get an Airbnb for her?
An Airbnb on
I'm
Sunday
sorry.
night?
I mean, not an Airbnb. I'm sorry. A Uber.
Get her a Waymo.
Get the Uber.
There are no more Waymos, Lindsay.
Get her a
Yeah,
Waymo.
but Chris,
they're all gone.
Chris,
They're all
you're-
history.
you have something that we call new love right now. So, yeah,
new love.
like old love, I can't do that.
Old love.
I can't do that, man. I gotta
I'm
go
here.
to
Fine.
the airport, man.
Fine, John. If your wife you want me to send her an Uber, I'll send her an Uber.
No, don't do that.
All right,
That's
how
even worse.
much?
That's even worse, Chris.
How much for an Uber from?
Oh no, but I
from
mean, it's not the Uber price or anything. It's
Yeah,
just
it is.
that it's the principle. If I don't pick her up, then I'm not
You're
a
a
good
jerk.
husband. Yeah,
You're
I'm
a
a
jerk.
jerk.
Well, then just go pick her up.
It's midnight.
Oh, what do
on
you
a
think,
Sunday.
Lindsay? Wait a second. Take a
I don't
female's
think
perspective.
you'd be a jerk because I would think it's twice as far because you have to drive all the way out there and back. Whereas if she gets an Uber, then the Uber driver, like, that's his problem. He's got to find his own way back. You know?
Funch, I want to know how much. You got to put this in your phone. How much is an Uber from Ontario to
To my
Burbank?
house. Oh, I was.
Got to be like $50-$60 at least.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
more,
guess.
way more.
I'm gonna guess like $100.
Oh, I was
Okay.
going to guess like 150 to 200.
Yeah, but
That's a lot.
yes. So
You might as well buy a
do I have?
plane ticket
I
to
should
LAX
go. So
for
I
that
have to
much.
go pick her up, huh, guys?
Or Burbank would be good.
I got to go pick her up, huh, guys?
No, Flyer. I think
No,
Lindsay's
Funch.
right. Flyer from Ontario
I'm
to
not
Burbank.
kidding.
No,
They
no,
probably
no.
got that flight for like $30.
No, I can't do that. I can't do
Okay.
that. But I probably should pick her up and be a good husband and not give her.
Yeah,
an
and be
Uber.
like, oh, I missed you, and then put the dog that has the little diaper and put him in the car with you.
Oh, that dog
She'd
can
be-
make
she'd be
making his
excited
diaper.
Yeah, she would be excited to see him.
And then let her know when she gets in the car, you want to get your freak on right there.
Been known to happen. Been known to happen.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been known to happen
Been
before
open.
you were married,
Dang,
perhaps.
Funch. Yeah,
You're
not,
right.
Not,
You're
not
absolutely
with
right.
The, not with
You're
the old
absolutely right,
love.
Cappy.
Only when it was new love.
New love. That's
New
right.
love, new love, right?
Well, that's Radio Tinder, Christopher.
I'm still thinking about freaky.
You are. You're
Freaky.
thinking about getting
Shut up.
freaky in the car, huh?
No, freaky funchy.
Ooh, I like that name.
Yeah, freaky funchy.
Is that what your wife calls you?
You a freak, man.
Hell yeah, I am. Or have been. Anyway.
You know what freaky funchy reminds me of? Sometimes? If Funch was like, did you ever see the Funch? You ever see the In Living Color skit where it's Jamie Foxx, and then who was the other, the skinny black guy? Who was it? What's
Tommy Davidson?
Tommy Davidson.
Oh yeah, they're like security guards or something.
No, but they're singing Casey and JoJo.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
And Tommy Davidson's in those, like, he's got his boxer shorts showing through the pants, and he's just grinding on the stage. That would be freaky funchy. Just going nuts.
Ooh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tommy Davidson was good, man. Tommy Davidson was good. He was funny.
That's Radio Tinder. Thanks to our friends at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Coming up next, our LAFC expert and part of our family here, the great Mario Ruiz. Hey.
What's goody, y'all?
He's going to find out and tell us what's goody. That's next here. On 7, you got to read?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, listen, let me talk to everybody about Prize Picks. I first want to say, download the Prize Picks app, okay, and make your first $5 play and get a $50 bonus. And today is Flex Friday. So that means that you have an opportunity on a Flex Friday to win even more money. And if you got an email today from Prize Picks, they said, hey, you're looking pretty flexy on a Friday. You sure are. You're feeling good, right? Hey, listen, let's win tonight. Here, listen what I got. I have a $5 3-pick flex play to win $85. And the reason I played it at $5 is because I've got Shohei Ohtani. I've got Ohtani to hit a home run tonight. I've got Ohtani to hit a home run. I've got Fernando Tatis to hit a home run. The likelihood of these two guys hitting a home run on the same night, not high, so I decided to play it a little light. And I've also got the two starting pitchers in the Giants-Dodgers game. I've got Webb and Yamamoto to combine for more than 12.5 strikeouts. So I've put that together. You play it's super simple to play. Like, you'll take Ohtani. Is he going to hit more or less? You take Yamamoto. Is he going to have more or less strikeouts? So the game is very easy to play. It will change the way you watch sports. I guarantee you that. Many of you out there don't care about hockey. All of a sudden, you want to know, is Connor McDavid going to have more than 1.5 points in a game? Now you're watching. So download the Prize Picks app. Use the code Cappy, Kappy. Make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus, and flex on them on Friday. Prize Picks, run your game.
Mario Ruiz is next.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland, Monday at noon, after Travis and DeMarco.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really rough team. I have no idea how Cappy ended up with a team. And by the way, I like every person individually on his team. They just aren't good at softball.
Do you not like somebody individually on your team?
Yeah, there's one person there, isn't there?
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Hey guys, you feel it? The days are getting longer, the sun is getting warmer. Looks like our SoCal summer is here. And you know here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams, one thing really ties it all together: enjoying an icy cold Coors Light with great friends. Pick up icy cold Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CHooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly and cheers with icy cold Coors Light.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled...
I showed up at the hospital and was told I couldn't see my children. Then I showed up in court and was told they may not be mine. Then I was accused of anything and everything: sexual assault, domestic violence, substance abuse. You name it, I heard it. I was forced to go long periods of time without seeing my children. That experience of being wrongfully treated ignited something in me. I can look at a father and honestly tell him I know how he is feeling. I've been there. At Real Fathers Rights, we care about your family, your livelihood, and your future.
Listen, Cappy, live from South. I'm at the Cappy compound. And you're hearing singing. You know who's singing, right?
I know who this is.
Who is it?
What's goody, what's goody?
The great Mario Ruiz is singing here. Pot this up for a second, D.
Every moment, cherishing every moment.
That's a new joint for Mario, I believe. I think it's new. I believe it's new.
Is it a new joint?
We're going to find out right now. Mario Ruiz joins us on the show. Mario, good afternoon.
What's goody, Team
Exactly
Cappy,
right.
Team Cappy, stand up. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's Team Cappy, baby.
Hey, Mario, I am just shocked at all the slander on our team. When I look at these rosters side by side, I know that collectively we are the better team than Team Mace. But, you know, Mason has convinced everybody that his team is so great and our team is so terrible. I'll tell you right now, I love DeAndre. That's my dog. But he ain't a softball player. He's a basketball player. I love DeMarco Farr. He's a one-trick pony football player, okay? I'll give Brian Cohen a little bit. He flashed some leather last year. I'll give it up to him a little bit. But, Mario, collectively, top to bottom, we got the better squad.
Cap, I like our squad. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't love it. I don't love it. I don't
come
know where
on.
we're going to get all the power from. Like
Well,
you said, they got a lot of power. They're
Okay.
loaded with a bunch of heavy hitters.
Like who?
Heavy hitter after heavy hitter.
Like who?
Which is all you need in softball. You
No,
just
no,
got to
but-
get a hold of it and just hit it.
Who do they have?
Yeah.
They have Kirk Morrison. Who else?
Kirk Morrison. DeFar can hit too.
No, he
Brian
can't.
Cohen.
No, he
Brian
can't.
Cohen's got a big stick.
Okay, Brian Cohen had a good game last year. I'll give you that one. But DeMarco
Briones
Farr
can
can't
hit
hit.
as well.
Okay, Briones can hit. Yeah. Okay.
Sedano, he can hit. He's an athlete. He can hit.
He's got that Cuban heat.
I don't know about that. Hey, I'll tell you this one about
He washed up on the shores, and he washed up on the shores angry.
Sedano is angry because earlier today, Andy Kamenetsky had a comment that Sedano, A, won't make it to the game, and B, he's not any good. Sedano freaked out.
Actually, I want to play that sound for you, Mario. Do we have that sound, D?
Yes, I
let me
do.
hear it.
Let's play it.
Go ahead.
A lot. And here's the worst part. Like, there's apparently a good chance that Sedano can't make it because he's got summer league obligations. Sedano's not even good. Like, that doesn't help. No. That does not help us.
Oh, dang.
Look at that heat thrown, that shade thrown at Andy, Sedano from Andy.
Not
You're
good.
either with us or you're against us.
Come on, Andy. Well, that's just it. Mario, look, here's the thing. I know what you're saying. You feel like they got a lot of power. But here, Mario, let's send positive vibrations around to our team. I heard Greg Bergman ripping our team. I'm like, bro, I could have not drafted you. I drafted you because I thought you've improved. So let's let's play great defense. Let's pitch well, and I will do what I did last year. As I recall, I think I hit 4 home runs last year in the game. Is that right? Did I?
Talking about last year.
You don't remember that?
I think it was 2
said I
years
wanted
ago.
to lead off the game last year with a home run, and that's what I did. So I led off the game last year with a home run. So this year, what I want to do is I want to go oppo. I'm going opposite field for a home run in my first at bat.
Okay.
Put a little bit of pressure, a little bit of entertainment for the fans out there. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Remember
Let's see
last year,
I'm just curious though about our team though.
Oh, no, we're going to be good.
Mario.
A few different players,
You know what
What's
we
up?
need, Mario? We need a good old Mario Ruiz hype video, hype song for our team that we can put on Instagram, and we can make that our rallying good vibe song. We need that.
That's funny. That's funny, Linz. I don't know.
I'm being serious.
If I was a little bit more confident about our team, then it'd be easy to write those lyrics and to perform that and put that on a video. But I'm just curious about some of these guys, like Marcus Grant. I don't know. I haven't seen much of his game.
Okay.
Is he a power hitter? Is he a speed guy on the base pass? Is he a defensive specialist? What is Marcus Grant? Has anybody heard? I don't know.
He told me today that when he was in pony ball, he was the shortstop and the second baseman. And I said, well, we've already got a guy who's going to play short and cover second. That's you. And I told him I'm probably going to put him in left field because if he's that kind of athlete, I need somebody who can actually make a routine catch in the outfield.
Good call.
Okay?
Matt. Yep.
Right?
I like that. Yep.
Okay.
Now, we're not just
What
having
about
Mario.
Kassim, though? I'm really worried about Kassim because I hear he has never even played the game in his life. I heard maybe he's never even put on a baseball glove in his life. How did he get picked, first of all? And does anybody know if he has any game? And I hope and I pray Kassim can prove me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm a little nervous about that.
That brother can ball.
That brother can ball. In fact, there's video, and listen, I guess we're going to see it on YouTube. There's video of Kassim last year in the batting cages at the All-Star Friday night. So
we'll play it during our YouTube-only portion of the show after 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
Now, we didn't just have Mario on to talk about our All-Star Friday night, happening Friday, July 11th at the West Covina Sportsplex. How about Club World Cup? Now, here's the thing. It's Club World Cup, FIFA World Cup, Club World Cup, is the premier club competition in the world featuring 32 of the best teams in the world. And you remember on May 31st, LAFC qualified with that thrilling 2-1 overtime win over Club America from Mexico on May 31st. Now, quite a challenge on Monday, Mario, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Cappy, I'm going to give you a little phrase here because I know you like to steal some of my phrases.
I do.
It's up. It is up, all right? Monday, it gets real. LAFC have this special, unique opportunity to be on the world stage like Chris is talking about. Test themselves against some of the giant clubs, the giant teams from all over the world. And, the prize money is huge, too, if you play well. I mean, they already won $10 million just making it into the tournament. And now it's $2 million per win in this group stage. So if you win one of these 3 games in this group stage, you're winning $2 million. And it actually goes up to $7.5 million if you get a win in the round of 16. And it goes higher and higher and higher, up to $30 million if you make it to the final. And, of course, if you win that, it's even more money. So it's huge. It's up, Cappy. How you like that? It's up.
Oh, I like it. It's up. It's up. I'm going to use that a lot. And like last week when you told me that story about when Stephen A. Smith asked you to go get some pancakes, and you told him, nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah. How'd you say it? How'd you tell it to him?
Nah, man, I'm not the one.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one. That's right.
I'm
hey,
not
hey,
the one.
when they win this money. Now, by the way, first and foremost, are all these games played in Miami? Because I know that's kind of the epicenter of this tournament. Is that right?
No, it's not right. They're played in some of the biggest stages all over the U.S., so it's not just in Florida. It's all over the place.
So this game Monday against Chelsea for LAFC, where is that played?
Where's that?
Atlanta.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
that one's going to be huge. Mercedes-Benz, that stadium is awesome.
Yeah.
Where the Atlanta Falcons play,
The Super
Atlanta
Bowl's been
United
there.
play.
Right.
Yeah, of course. That stadium is awesome. LAFC's about to travel to 3 different cities to play in 3 different stadiums in the matter of 9 days. So let's not get that underestimated as far as like the travel and just like the wear and tear on the body during these group stage matches. It's really going to be, tough. It's going to take a full team to really play at their full potential, to really make it out of the group stage, because not only is it the time crunch and the travel and all that and the short rest, but you're playing against the top teams, the top club teams around the world. So it's very tough for all the groups involved, actually.
Mario, the money that you were just talking about, the $10 million that's already been won.
There you go. You want to get into the
yeah,
money. I
and the-
know
and the-
you want to get
yeah,
into everybody's
well-
pocket. Like,
Well,
oh,
here's why. Because here's my question: does that money go to the club, or is that money divided amongst the players? Because that will determine who wants to win, and for what reason.
Right. Well, the players did get bonuses for sure for making it into this FIFA Club World Cup, winning that Club America game. They already got bonuses, so I'm pretty sure they get bonuses. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of it they get from each win, but yeah, the players will be definitely getting some of that cut for sure.
Okay, and then what
And
happens?
there's no doubt that LAFC are the underdogs, though. The LAFC are big underdogs heading into this match against Chelsea, especially the first match of this group stage. But I think the players, they're all embracing that. Like, they're not shy of like taking that name, that title, and saying it's okay. You know, we're gonna embrace that and use that underdog title and use that motivation to show that they do belong on this global stage. And they have a deep roster, and that's what it takes. It takes a deep roster to really rotate, because you're going to be playing a bunch of games on short rest. So you're going to have to rotate. And when you have a deep roster, you're able to do that without losing quality on the field.
And then, Mario, I mean, I got to think that LAFC's number one primary goal is to win the MLS Cup. So how does this impact the season, and how does it impact, the players' bodies? Like, I'm seeing all these controversies about Christian Pulisic and the U.S. team and him not wanting to play in certain games because it's the wear and tear on his body. So I'm wondering about wear and tear and what's the primary, goal of the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that Steve Cherundolo has been able to navigate through his time here. How many finals has LAFC been in? They've been in Leagues Cup finals, CONCACAF Champions Cup finals, MLS Cup finals. They've been into almost every single final of every tournament that they've been involved with. So it's a matter of rotating the right way, pacing yourself, staying in the hunt, staying in the middle of the pack, and then turning it on in the certain moments of the season. So that's where LAFC is at. LAFC, I believe they're in 5th place right now in the MLS league standings. So they've already postponed 3 games of the MLS regular season. So when they're done with this tournament, there's a lot of making up to do. There's 3 games that they got to make up, possibly more. So as long as they stay in the hunt, they're going to be able to make up those points and then turn it on at the right moment, which would be, heading into the playoffs, especially for MLS. If you make it into the MLS playoffs, you have a chance. And if you're a good team with a deep roster like LAFC is, you have a good chance of making a deep, deep run in the playoffs.
LAFC playing in the FIFA Club World Cup Monday, the game against Chelsea. That's going to be on during the middle of the day our time. So where can you consume the game, Mario?
The game is going to be on DAZN. A lot of people know DAZN from boxing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
A lot of boxing matches are on DAZN. It's also going to be on TBS as well, on TV.
Nice.
Out here. And we weren't able to get the radio rights to broadcast the games, but they may be on the LAFC.com stream. So look out for that. I'll be sending out, social media posts about, updates on that to let everybody know where you can find it if you want to hear the stream of Dave Denholm's call of the game,
Beautiful.
which is always amazing. Yeah.
Oh,
so
always amazing.
It's going to be
always
awesome.
amazing. And you can follow Mario at I am Mario Ruiz. I am Mario Ruiz.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, I am Mario Ruiz, and let's get up.
Mario, thanks for coming on.
I don't think I said it right. I don't think I said it right, Mario. I don't think I said it right. It's up. It's up. Not let's get up. It's up. It's up.
Let's get up as well.
Chris, it's up is a phrase that I'm going to use. I don't know if it's a phrase you're going to be using.
What does that mean?
It means that you've got problems with the schwanz.
I don't have problems. I'm on a lot of medication.
I know, but that means it doesn't,
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It did. It did this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
It's up.
5 o'clock. Thank
Love
you,
you,
Mario.
Mario.
Happy
Appreciate
Father's
you, dog.
Day, too, brother.
Love you guys. Yeah, Feliz Friday.
Yeah.
It's up.
It's up.
It's up. You got to use that all weekend long. It's up. It's up.
More fun at Frivolity. 5 o'clock. We'll do a half-hour nonstop. Then we'll take a short break, and then we'll go on YouTube. This is a lot of content. You got enough content to
Got
get through
plenty.
this hour?
Oh, I got lots more to get to.
Or
Plenty
do you
more
need,
to get to.
Do you need, you need some stuff? You need, the whole team to just jump in?
Just everybody. I'm going to need everybody.
Like the other day where you had nothing.
What are you talking about? I had everything. You mean the day last Friday where you had nothing?
No, I had plenty.
You had nothing.
I had plenty.
Nothing. Hey, let me tell you this, though, before we keep rolling here. Summertime is here. And, Chris, you tell me, what do you think about my brand new Subaru Outback from Ocean Subaru of Fullerton?
When you were waiting for me outside the Amtrak train station, I said, "Oh, I know that. That's Cappy's Subaru."
Right.
And
Nice.
and it was nice when I could go in. It felt like when we ride together to Orange County.
It's so good, man, because this particular Subaru Outback, it's got everything. The sunroof, the massive screen, which is awesome. Every piece of technology you would expect from a 2025. That's because Omar and I talked, and he said, this is the car for you. And that's what Omar and his entire staff is going to do at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They're going to help get you and your family into the right vehicle. So this weekend for Father's Day, why don't you come on down and see a brand new Subaru? I always talk about the safety, the technology, versatility, of course, reliability, and all-wheel drive, which I happen to love. And this month, to highlight Subaru Loves to Care, which is part of the very special Subaru Love Promise, Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, in partnership with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, they're going to donate blankets and pillows to people who are suffering from cancer at the UC Irvine Chow Family Comprehensive, which is the all-new cancer center in Irvine. So it's really, really a special thing that we're doing, and we're going to be delivering all of those blankets and all of those pillows on June 26th. So again, when you want a new car, think about not only getting what's good for you, but what's good for the community. Let's get you to Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Visit their website, oceansubaruoc.com. It's oceansubaruoc.com. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
A few minutes after 5 o'clock, we go commercial-free next.
I showed up at the hospital and was told I couldn't see my children. Then I showed up in court and was told they may not be mine. Then I was accused of anything and everything. Sexual assault, domestic violence, substance abuse. You name it, I heard it. I was forced to go long periods of time without seeing my children. That experience of being wrongfully treated ignited something in me. I can look at a father and honestly tell him, I know how he is feeling. I've been there. At Real Fathers' Rights, we care about your family, your livelihood, and your future.
Tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. The NBA Finals on 710 ESPN.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino? Just 9 miles from downtown LA and near the 710 freeway. It's completely reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and upgraded amenities. We're also home to California's largest card room jackpot ever, $3.7 million. New players score $30 in match play when they say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Come see what everyone's talking about.
Please gamble responsibly. Problemgambling.ca.gov. 1-800-GAMBLER. GGR 001291. GAR 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs, with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. It's 5 p.m. in the Southland.
Turn it up, man.
Time to blow that 5 o'clock whistle with Sedano and Cappy.
That's right, it's the 5 o'clock hour on Sedano and Cap. And it's time for 30 minutes non-stop.
Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN.
With fun and frivolity, tomfoolery and hijinks, and Cappy doing his thing. Thanks to our friends at Real Fathers' Rights. Real Father's Rights, the father's rights attorney.
Visit RFR710.com or call 833-ESPN 710.
Let's do it. 5 o'clock in the Southland.
30 minutes of nonstop Sedano and Cap starts now.
You ready for this? And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack.
Boom,
6 minutes after 5 o'clock. Sedano and Cap, a feel-good Friday afternoon, an effort Friday. We are live. Today it's Morales and Cap. How about that?
I like it.
Live from the Cappy compound in South L.A. Took the train down here to press the flesh with the entire familia.
Okay.
The entire Cappy squad.
That's right. They loved having you.
It felt nice.
Yeah, it felt really good. You all hung out together, ate some lunch.
Felt like I was part of the family.
Yeah, you are part of the family. My daughter loves you. My daughter Jaden, you walked in, big hug.
Yeah, it was nice.
That was very nice. So, Chris, before we get into a bunch of other stuff, we're getting ready for what really should be an amazing weekend. I mean, if you're a sports fan, you don't necessarily think about this time of the year as being like an amazing, incredible weekend. But you've got the NBA Finals, Game 4 tonight. You've got the NHL Stanley Cup Final. What an amazing Game 4 last night.
Phenomenal.
You've got the Dodgers taking on the Giants, and you've got the Padres taking on the Diamondbacks. So everybody all bunched up in the NL West, and all four of the top teams playing each other. And you got the U.S. Open coming up this weekend.
U.S. Open Golf, the 125th edition at Oakmont Country Club. Top of the leaderboard. Now, get this. Right now, top of the leaderboard, we got Sam Birds, the American. He's at -3.
Okay.
J.J. Spawn, the local guy, -2. Victor Hovland is at -1. And tied for fourth is Adam Scott and Ben Griffin, and they're at even par. That's how difficult the course is playing just 2 days in. We haven't even gotten to Saturday, and then, of course, Sunday at the U.S. Open is one of the most difficult days in all golf history throughout the calendar year. So can you imagine what's going to happen Sunday?
Well, and in particular on this course with those conditions, because this course, when it's just playing for the members, is considered one of the toughest courses in the world. You just mentioned Adam Scott. Real quick story on that.
Australian, I believe, right?
Yeah, so my buddy, this is a friend of mine who used to be an NFL general manager who lives in Oakmont, Pennsylvania. He called me. I said, hey, man, Hey, man. I said, are you going to the Open? He said, no, I actually have to travel for work this weekend. And I said, okay, great. I said, well, like, are people staying at your house for the Open? He rented his house to Adam Scott for the week.
For the week. How much?
$30,000.
Wow.
$30,000.
And is that cash, you think?
Like, as in,
just hands a briefcase over?
I'm going to go more with Venmo.
You think Venmo?
I think so.
Or is it just like a wire?
Wire transfers, Zelle, I don't know. $30,000 for the week. How would you like to rent your house near the U.S. Open?
Where does
for
your friend go, though, for the week?
So he is still in the world of pro football.
Okay.
And now,
so he's got another house somewhere.
Well, he works for the UFL.
Okay.
And their playoffs are this weekend, so he has to go and he has to be at all of that kind of stuff. So hey, it worked out perfectly for him. He had to go out of town anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, $30,000 for the week.
Well, there you go. The U.S. Open coverage on NBC and Peacock over the weekend. It's Sunday's going to be an amazing day. I was pulling for Brooks Koepka, but not a great day for Brooks. I mean, he still could have an amazing round, but it looks like it may be somebody. Scotty Scheffler, by the way, horrible. Did he even make the cut?
What was? I'm actually wondering what he finished at and what the cut line is.
Because the cut line might have been at 4.
Okay, let me know.
Oh no, projected cut is at +7.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So let me look here. Patrick Reed made the cut.
Oh my gosh.
Rory McIlroy did make the cut. I'm looking here for Scheffler's name. Yeah, he made the cut. He's tied. He's at +4.
Okay. Hey, +4 when the leader is in at -3, and given the way the conditions will change as the weekend goes on, I would say
impossible.
Down by 7 strokes is not impossible.
I mean, he is the #1 player in the world for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Chris, let me switch gears for just one second.
Are you going to switch gears?
Like,
do we have a switch gear sound effect? Like,
I got to switch.
Right, I'm switching. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna click the switch. So, there's been a lot of slander here in the last few days about the drafting of the softball teams.
You're going back to the softball game.
Here's why.
It's amazing. I can't get you away from this softball game.
But here's why.
Go ahead.
Because the one guy who everybody's very curious about is our man Kasim.
Now, is Kasim there?
Yeah, he's walking in the studio right now.
Okay, he's a 22-year-old
I want
young
proper
kid.
pronunciation on his last name.
Okay, he's 22 years old.
I think it's Diaconte, but I want a proper pronunciation.
All right, hold on. Here he comes. You know, he came on the show the other day when we were at Island Bay.
Island Bay.
But there's
Island boy.
Did you miss me, by the way, at Islands?
I did miss you. Yeah. Yes, it was. You were missed. But DeAndre, am I to understand that video has surfaced of Kasim actually swinging a bat last year at the softball game?
There has been some video out there of Kasim hitting in the batting cages at last year's All-Star Friday night. Yes.
Okay. So are we going to see that video now, or are we going to wait till after 5:30 on YouTube? Or are we going to do it now because we have Kasim now?
Kasim is going to be running the game.
Kasim.
Yeah, there's Kasim. Kasim, my man, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Kasim, proper pronunciation of the last name. I just want to make sure.
Diakate.
Okay,
Diakate.
I had it right.
All right. Kasim, you know the story by now. Everybody doubts you. Everybody says this guy is not an athlete. There was somebody who sent a message to Laura the Queen, who apparently went to college with you.
Wow.
And this guy says you're a horrible athlete.
Oh, he said you've never played the game.
Wow. That's news to me. I didn't hear
Now,
that.
Kasim, I think you got a fast stick. I don't think it's an overly big stick, but it's a fast stick.
Okay.
Which I think you can put the ball in play.
Okay.
So, Kasim, we're about to see some video right now all together on YouTube of this is video that has been unearthed. You understand? I mean, this was deep. Kasim, talk us through what we're looking
at. Contact. You're getting there.
Right here. Never been so disappointed in society that we cannot tell AI generated footage.
Yes, Kasim.
What is really reality?
Right.
That's a great
That's not you.
defense.
That is not you, is it?
No, it's not.
That is not a strong swing, bro.
That's not me.
That is you.
I don't know.
That was you. That was you were wearing that last year. I remember that. That was you.
Like I said, AI. It's been taken over.
No,
like,
dude. No, man. No, man.
I will say,
no, man.
I do
No,
smell.
Get him, Funch. Get him, Funch.
I have suspicions because Funch at the remote at Islands came up to me and was like, yeah, me and DeAndre trained last year, went to the batting cages and asked if I wanted to come. And I was like, you're on you're the opposite team.
Hey, what the hell, Funch? What is this, Funch?
There's nothing wrong with that. We're all brothers. We're all working together.
Hell no. This ain't
that brother needs to work out.
We're not doing this.
Nah. So, like, he offered to come train me.
We're singing and we're colored.
Hey, man. Hey, I look out for you little brothers over here, man.
No. But I respectfully declined out of the respect of my captain Cappy. I knew he wouldn't like me training with the opposite team. And I think he felt away, and he's responsible for this video getting released.
Okay, now, I want to say this. When I go back and I watch that video, one thing I know this, that whoever that is that was AI generated, that is not a person swinging at softballs. That is not a person swinging at, soft pitch, underhanded softballs. Whoever's in that batting cage, AI generated or real, that person is looking at like 70-mile-an-hour fastballs, and those are baseballs, not softballs. If you show the video again, Chris, I want you to analyze this very carefully.
Let's see the video one more time.
Watch this video.
Okay.
Watch how fast the ball is coming in.
Not fast at all.
Look at how low it's coming in. That is not a softball pitch. That is a baseball pitch. And look at the balls. Those are baseballs,
okay, those might be baseballs, but it's not coming in that fast.
Hey, you look real stiff, brother.
Hey,
he does look
not
stiff.
Me, so.
That hair kind of looks similar, though, I got to say, Kasim.
I mean, just look at my hair now, so.
Wow, DeAndre, you telling that young brother that he looks pretty stiff, huh?
I'm telling that brother right now
that
he
brother
cannot
looks stiff.
He cannot ball.
That
brother is stiff.
That brother needs to bend his knees.
I will say, we do have, yesterday was like exactly a month until the event. So I have a month to train, prove the haters wrong. I like this AI generated footage has, set me back a few, but, minor setback for a major comeback and, we'll show out.
Minor setback for a major comeback. The X Factor, Kasim, getting ready for the softball game on July 11th. Thank you, Kasim.
Now, Kasim, where do you think you might find yourself on the field? Because this is the batting, but how's the field play, you think?
I think I like outfield.
Yeah,
I like being an outfielder.
I'm seeing you in right field.
Okay.
There's a lot of right-handed hitters.
I thought I play in right field because
No, Lindsay, we're going to need you this year. We're going to need you. We may need you behind the dish.
Oh, there's absolutely no way I'm catching.
You're not going to catch?
No way, absolutely
Why not?
That's the last thing I will do.
We need one of our better athletes.
I'm not catching.
Okay,
Absolutely
but wait.
not.
But as a softball player in high school, you tell me where'd you play?
I hate catching, and also
Yeah.
my knees are shot.
Okay, where do you think is the best position for you to play?
His knees are shot too.
I'm playing right field, just like I did last year.
Right field. Okay, so
Manny Ramirez.
So you're like you don't even listen to the manager. You dictate to the manager.
I'll play any position but catch.
Okay.
Why don't we put Kasim at third base just to see the show?
Hey, I might show out. So.
Yeah, you're gonna show out. Kasim, start training, dog.
You got it. Literally right when I get off, hitting the cages.
That brother gonna train.
Yes, sir.
Nice job, Kasim. Everybody.
Good job, Kasim. Kasim Diacante.
Diacante.
Part of our content team and also the fun and games department as well.
Nice job, Kasim.
You drafted him, and the report is not good.
No,
but I think he's going to show us. Here's the one thing I'll say about him.
Yeah.
Smart kid.
Mm-hmm.
Very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Very determined. I think he's going to show us something.
I hope so. Chris, I want to hear from you.
He's going to smack it around and put it all over DeAndre.
Listen, he'll hit one to DeAndre. Remember last year when DeAndre had that one ball that was hit to him, and he's like, oh, no. Remember that, DeAndre?
Yeah, it was one. JB Long is the one that hit it,
You
and
didn't
I caught
catch it.
I did catch it. What
It sort of found your glove.
Touchdown, LA!
Yes. I'm telling you right now, he hit it right towards me, and I was like, oh, this is easy. This is light work. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cap, I have an idea.
Yeah, go ahead, Linz.
So
I need your help. Go ahead.
George Sedano does indeed show up.
If he does show up.
If he's able to make it, he brings Mateo, and we commandeer Mateo and put him on our team.
Oh, I like that idea.
His swing is much better than Kasim's.
No, Kasim, that was not his swing. That was an AI generated.
Monster Dons. I bet you that Mateo could probably hit better than half the guys on our team. My guess.
Well, after Bergman's criticism of our roster yesterday, I might replace Bergman with Mateo.
You should.
5-year-old kid played better than Bergman.
Trade him.
Let me call a timeout here because I want to dig into Chris Morales for a moment.
What?
Chris, you were at Rams.
I thought we were going to do that later, but that's fine.
Oh, no, I had it planned for now.
I was making a joke.
Oh, the dig in part?
Yep.
That was good. Very good. Just took me a little time to catch up.
I appreciate it.
I want to hear about yesterday and Rams
2
media
days ago,
day.
Wednesday.
Okay, because the Rams are now en route to Maui for their minicamp. And let me just tell you this about the Rams. And I've learned this about the Rams. I don't think I ever really, really understood it, but I think I have a better understanding now than ever before. The Rams are...
Look at that picture.
I'm looking
Me
at
and
it.
Jimmy G.
I'm focusing right now on my commentary. The Rams are to football what Apple is to technology.
Okay.
Meaning they're so innovative in the way they do everything that they do, and they've got an owner that will spend whatever it takes. So forget about like salary cap and being up against the cap and how much and how you divide money. I'm talking about what they're doing right now. Going to Hawaii, and listen, it's great. It's very community service minded. Hey, Hawaii and Maui in particular has dealt with fires as we have in Southern California. The tourism has been hurt as a result.
Right.
So get the Rams to go over and do a lot of positive public relations. That is likely going to help to help Maui. But it also makes the Hawaii football fans say, should I be a Niners fan? Should I be a Rams fan? Well, the Rams came out here and practiced and took pictures and signed autographs. But the Rams not only are taking their players and their coaches and their staff, everybody's going. Wives, kids, familia, everybody. That is what the Rams do business and treat their organization differently than every other in the NFL. So 2 days ago was media day. I saw that beautiful picture of you and Jimmy G. Did you hit on him?
He's a beautiful man.
Did he smell really good?
No, he didn't. I don't think he had anything on, but he was funny. He was great, but kind of shy a little bit. Unlike Stafford, who walks in, and Stafford is like so charming and confident and funny. Like there was a part where I'm getting them to do radio liners. That's my part. DeMarco talks to them first. Then I would get them to do liners, but we need a few of the liners on camera. So I'm like, hey, look straight ahead for these ones. Matthew. Hi, Matthew Stafford. And he's like, you're not in my shot, right? Like he just did it in a funny way, and then he screwed up a line. I was like, see what happens, Matthew? And then later I was like, he did a liner for DeMarco and Travis. I go, this guy Travis, he loves you. He's like, hi, Matthew Stafford. And he was like, I love that voice. He's like, say hi to Travis. Like he was just cool. He was cool. But listen, the energy in the building. First, I want to tell this story. We leave the station at 5 a.m. Parker Bell, Anthony Jex, Reagan the intern, and myself. We get to Woodland Hills, and we walk in around a little after 6 a.m. into the Rams facility, which right now in Woodland Hills is very similar to the Agora Hills facility. It might be the same trailers. We walk in immediately. We see Marissa Daly of the team. I worked with Marissa at Yahoo years ago, so I know Marissa. I give her a hug. We see Jory Hirsch, who we work with a lot. And then walking up, is Artis. With Coach
Artis
McVay.
Twyman, yeah.
Artis Twyman, the head of PR, our guy Artis, the guy you bother all the time.
I love Artis.
At training camp. Look at my move. Do I say, oh, look, it's Coach McVay. Hey, Coach. No. I pretend Coach McVay ain't there.
Okay.
And I say, Artis, good morning. What's going on? Big
Give
hug.
big bro hug.
And I just keep walking.
Okay.
And you could tell McVay kind of looks at me, and I look at him, but I didn't say, hey, Coach.
Yeah.
I said hi to Artis.
Oh,
that's the move.
That's respect.
That's respect.
That's respect right there.
That's kissing the ring.
That
right
is
there.
right on. That's exactly right.
But then we were in our room, ready for all the players to come in. DeMarco pointed it out, that the energy you feel in the building, the energy with the team, the energy with the players and the coaches, is an energy he hasn't felt since the Super Bowl year, which at that time would have been going into the 2021 season to play in the 2022 Super Bowl. I don't know. It felt really good. Everybody was in a great spirit, a great mood, laughing, joking around. It felt like a great energy. Davante Adams came in, was very focused in his interview with DeMarco. It feels good. And I have said this team with this schedule, 14-3. 14-3. If they lose more than 5 games, it's a failure of a season, frankly, with that schedule.
Well, let me start off by saying this. I really love that DeMarco says that the Rams have a Super Bowl feel about them. And he's saying that now in June. We haven't even gotten to training camp yet, where when you're there at camp and you're watching the practices and you're feeling the energy and you're seeing guys, practice and you're hoping that everybody stays healthy. Because remember last year, when we were out there at Loyola Marymount last year, things started to fall apart early.
Right.
Puka got hurt really early. The offensive line got all beat up. And in the first few weeks of the season last year, it looked like, because this was the conversation, it might be time to start trading assets and start thinking about the future. And then Sean McVay did what he was able to do. And we've all read the story that was put out a couple weeks ago by Jordan Rodriguez about how McVay has kind of changed as a coach and as a person, and how he was able to kind of keep it all together and flip the season around. But for DeMarco to say that it already feels like a Super Bowl season, I wish I could say that sounds ridiculous in June, but it doesn't. Even just, I think you would agree, being around the Rams at the draft and being there in Van Nuys at the fire department,
yes,
and seeing the way they interact in the community, not to mention who they drafted. I mean, they went out and got themselves a tight end, which they needed.
And he was great. We got to do a little – obviously we had him on the air, and you remember Terrence Ferguson, the tight end from Oregon. He was great in person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to meet him the other day.
And he did some liners and did social media for us. He's got a great energy for a young fella. And listen, we got to see Tyler Higbee, of course, too. But having Terrence Ferguson as your number 2 ain't bad at all.
No, and then they went out and got more help on the defensive side in terms of pass rusher. And then they got another running back. And, again, more bodies on the defensive front all through the draft. So I think they've done a great job with their draft. Davante Adams, and I said this just the other day, Davante Adams will be for the Rams what Randy Moss was for the Patriots. And I know Randy Moss and the Patriots did not win a Super Bowl. He was not part of any of their Super Bowl teams. But Randy Moss went from a guy who was pretty much talking himself out of the NFL while he was miserable playing for the Raiders back then, and he got to the Patriots and he became part of the Patriot way. Davante Adams has so much respect for a Matthew Stafford and so much love for a guy like Sean McVay that he's going to walk in and he's going to be less of a diva and more of a team guy than he's ever been in his career. I'm super bullish on the Rams. I'm glad DeMarco says he has that Super Bowl vibe, because I kind of got that same feeling. And again, I know it sounds a little crazy to be talking like this in June, but that's the feeling I've been getting from this team.
Listen, the Rams, the schedule is the most glaring thing about this season. That if they can stay healthy, if Matthew Stafford can stay healthy, if the offensive line can be better than it has been in the past, with that schedule and how good this team can be, and Puka can stay healthy and Davante Adams becomes what we all want Davante Adams to become for this offense, and again, the defense holds up. We've seen issues with the secondary last season, a young secondary. They should be not only winning the NFC West, they should be the first team out of the NFC. I mean, without a doubt.
You mentioned the schedule. They're opening against the Texans. They're on the road at the Titans. So 2 teams they got nothing to do with from the AFC. The Eagles going to be hard because you're having to go back to Philadelphia. Then the Colts come to town. The division, obviously, San Francisco is always going to give you trouble. Seattle, I'm not sure what Seattle's going to be yet this year. But again, and never fearful of the Cardinals, although they've won their fair share of games, but against the Rams. But the Panthers and the Saints and the Jaguars, I mean, it's not a terribly difficult schedule per se. I mean, you've got teams like Philadelphia, like the Ravens, all the division games. It's the Lions later in the season. But Again, it's June, and we're already talking about a Super Bowl.
Exactly right.
But I love
You're
the
home
vibe.
of the Rams, 710 ESPN, and you're also your home of the NBA Finals Game 4. Coverage begins right now on 710 ESPN, on the ESPN radio tile, on the all-new ESPN LA app. We're coming back, Sedano Kap, on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, and the Listen Live tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. Pacers, Thunder, let's go, Pacers, because you got the fire inside, Jack. Enjoy the game, and we'll be back on YouTube right here on 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, you feel it? The days are getting longer, the sun is getting warmer. Looks like our SoCal summer is here. And you know here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams, one thing really ties it all together. Enjoying an icy cold Coors Light with great friends. Pick up icy cold Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly and cheers with icy cold Coors Light.
Hey, it's Mace. In tough times, a lot of people find themselves owing money to the IRS. It can really weigh you down, and you're confused about the right way to handle it. And all those scary ads on the radio about the IRS, they don't help. Tax relief advocates want you to relax, knowing that whether you owe $5,000, $50,000, $500,000 in tax debt, you don't have to fear the IRS another day. TRA has a proven 3-step tax resolution process, plus they're experts at working with special programs available from the IRS to help taxpayers get back on track. Easy to see why they have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you owe money to the IRS and feel trapped, don't lose hope. Tax relief advocates could reduce or even eliminate your debt. End your tax nightmare today. Simply visit TRA.com or call 800-575-1482. That's 800-575-1482. Again, 800-575-1482. Cappy here to tell you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I'm a huge fan for so many reasons. The safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and they're all about the Subaru Love Promise. The cars are spacious and sporty. You got to go see my boy Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They're focused on your needs, and they're the most knowledgeable people when it comes to getting you into the right Subaru. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, just off the 91 freeway. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com. That's OceanSubaruOC.com. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Hey everyone, looking for some fun and excitement? You've got to check out Chumba Casino. It's 100% free to play, no purchase required. Enjoy hundreds of thrilling social casino games anytime, anywhere, like bingo, slingo, slots, and solitaire. Whether you're chilling at home or on the go, get in on the action. Play now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes at ChumbaCasino.com. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
To me, all that a woman should be, and I dedicate.
Sedano and Kap today. It's Morales and Cappy live from South at the Cappy, actually not the Copy, but the Cappy compound. Hopefully there's no copies later when Rachel comes over and we all hang. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna hang out for a little bit?
No.
Come out to dinner with us?
Nah, probably not. I got a 7:40 train.
Oh, really? 7:40?
By the way, I saw our friend Josh, the owner of Kraft. Remember
Okay,
Kraft?
sure.
He came over and said he was on my train down here because he's opened up business down here.
Really?
Could be business down here.
Okay.
So anyway, now I'm going to go back on the
7:40 train.
Yeah, you agreed to take me back.
7:40?
Yeah.
It's late, man.
Well, what do you mean? I sent it to you.
I know, but I couldn't find your itinerary.
I sent it to you.
I know, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it.
And Lindsay was on the text thread where I sent you a picture of
Yeah, no, I know, but then we have so many different text threads going. I was like, I can't find his itinerary to find out what time he's going back. 7:40.
Wait a minute. Hold on here.
That's insane.
How is that? That's what
I got dinner to do. I got drinks to have tonight. You know what I mean? You can't go out with me. No drinks for you.
I'm not trying to have drinks.
I know.
I'm trying to go home.
I understand.
I got golf with Tommy at Black Gold in the morning.
Don't they have earlier trains than 7:40?
Isn't there like a place nearby I can just hang out?
Yeah,
Can
there's
we
a
not
place.
fight about your train for like the next 10 minutes and like do
we're
some
not really
content?
fighting. We're not really fighting.
No, I think I agree with you, but I'm trying to find the text where you said, "Yeah, no problem, I got you."
Yeah, all right. I guess I do got you. Hey, Lindsay, I just saw Georgie Sedano in the open to tonight's game broadcast.
Throw to it. Now
let's hear it.
George Sedano on TV.
Situation before in the second round against Denver. With more on that, we check in with George Sedano. Hey, George.
Hey, Mike, yes, indeed. They were in that situation. They're hoping for similar results from that series when they were down 2-1 to Denver as they came back to win. When we spoke to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander about turning the page from Game 3 in that loss, he said he had to go back and think about when he was a kid and loved this game, go back to the origins. And he said to himself, I would ask that kid, how would he feel about being down 2-1 in the NBA Finals? He said that kid would feel through the roof right now. And Shea has certainly bounced back pretty well after losses in these playoffs. You see the numbers there, nearly 34 points per game on 54% shooting, Mike.
George, thank you very much. Meanwhile, for Indiana.
Why is George's tie so long?
Kind of glazed him.
Oh, he glazed him.
Oh, well, wait a second. Glazed him. Think about this. You know how we've kind of said to George, are you going to ask him about his aura?
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
Listen to how George said the word origin. No, seriously.
Stop.
No, seriously. I think I think that was a message.
You
I think
think
that was
so?
a message.
Come on, Cap.
Wait, come on, Cap, what?
You think
tie
so?
was long.
Origin.
Sedano's got a long tie.
Yeah, hey, thank you for letting me share in your aura, right? And then if you listen to what he just said, he talked about his origins.
He would have told us, though. Or he would have
Nah.
texted us by now and been like, did you guys catch that?
Nah.
Yes, he would have.
I caught it. He went from thank you for letting me share in your aura to
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
now go back to the other one, the origins. It's the same word. He just threw in the gins at the end.
Okay.
That drop really worked there very well.
So, Linz, is your man SGA? I know you're a big fan. I know you think he's got a lot of charisma, a lot of pizzazz.
No, I don't. I do not think he has any charisma.
Yeah, is he going to flip the switch tonight? Is SGA going to lead his team to a win and take this thing back 2 games apiece? What's everybody think?
I don't know, Cap. You know what I think? I think that this will show us once and for all if he's a real superstar.
Ooh.
Give me the song. Give me the song, D. The one Funches doesn't like, apparently.
No, and Lindsay doesn't like it either.
I mean, it's not that I don't like it. I just think it's super cheese, you know?
Super cheese.
It's a song. It's called The Fire Inside
Okay.
by Bob Seger.
I believe you, but that
It's
doesn't...
about having the fire inside, and the Pacers right now have the fire inside. SGA
But I
does
liked your
it.
glazing.
I guess we don't have the song.
Well,
He's getting it. If we didn't have to pay for YouTube, I mean, if
What?
we could, the YouTube ads, can't we pay to not have YouTube ads?
actually, you know what the other thing is that you could get taken down from YouTube for
Couldn't you have
using...
used I Had a
Bring that
Tiger
up,
Survivor instead of this song?
Or we could have just loaded it when I asked for it earlier. So we'd have to play it off YouTube every time.
You want to know if he's got the eye of the tiger?
Yeah, you should probably use that song instead of this song. More people know that song.
Punch has a great point there.
Great. More Funchy content ideas. That's what I need in my life.
More Morales. That's what we
yeah,
all need.
That's exactly what's happening, actually.
Shut up.
Jeez. This took a strange turn.
Yeah, what happened during that break there?
I don't know. What did happen? What happened at home base?
We're good.
So it's here. It's down in South where the problem lies?
I'm here.
I mean, you guys got mad as soon as I said, do we need to talk about your train ride?
Wow. Got very angry.
Okay, go back to it. Go for it.
I'm not angry.
I'm not angry either. It's Friday, man.
Let me ask everybody a question.
Hell yeah.
Valier I'm going away here. I'm making a very hard left turn. I'm going from NBA Finals, and I'm going to talk some Father's Day here for a minute. Chrissy?
Yes.
What do you got planned for the mooch on Sunday?
So the parents want to go to Seal Beach and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that exactly entails. They kind of took it out of my hands on this one.
I was
so
going to say,
think we've
doesn't
got...
that mean that like you have to plan that part?
No, they're going to plan that part because they like to hang out in Seal Beach a lot. So I think there's going to be like a Sunday morning with Stephanie's father and her siblings. And then we'll go in the afternoon to Seal Beach to hang out with Pops and my mom. Not at either their house or my house.
So you're dividing the day between the two dads.
That's what we do. Well, that's not what we did last year, actually. We did her father the day before, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't have a gift yet. I'll just get Pops a gift card to, like,
A gift card.
That's what I've done in the
Impersonal.
past. That way he can literally buy what he wants.
I know, but Funchy, you're right. It's
Impersonal.
It's not
But
personal.
So here's the thing. In the past, we've gone to the Travis Matthews store.
Okay.
And I just let him go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get the friends and family of
Oh,
the
yeah?
Huntington Beach headquarters.
Ooh.
So we've done that in the past, but then he was just like, well, just buy me some shirts. And I was like, okay. And then I did Sunday Swagger one year. He kind of got into that, but he's only worn one of the shirts I got him.
Okay, so you feel like that was a waste for him?
I don't know if he liked him. I
You
got him
don't-
like 10 shirts. and
You don't
he
know if
didn't-
he's got enough Sunday swagger in him?
I got him 10 shirts. I've only seen one in 3
10
years.
shirts?
Yeah, I bought him like 10 shirts.
Jeez.
So now it's just like, here's the gift card. You want to buy new basketball shoes? You want to do whatever? Go ahead.
Why does he play basketball?
Yeah, almost every day.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Where's he play at?
Just around the neighborhood.
No way.
Yeah.
Outside in parks?
It's outside in parks and inside sometimes at the gym.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Cool. Okay, DeAndre, you got any Father's Day plans? You going to head out to the desert, see Pops?
I am heading out to the desert. I'm heading out tomorrow afternoon, and they were planning on most likely doing something at the house, something small, nothing too crazy.
No barbecue?
No barbecue, man. No barbecue.
What's that all
this year.
about?
And, we just want to keep it a little intimate, man. Keep it small.
Okay. All right. What about the lady? You got to go see her dad, too?
No. We're actually doing it separately, for Father's Day.
Oh, you're doing it separate. See, now that's smart, DeAndre. That's good rules out of the gate. Keep it separate.
Yeah, man.
Not that if anybody listens back to this, I'm not saying I want it separate, but it is helpful sometimes.
Are you saying that you would rather have Stephanie go with her father and you would go with your father, and then this way you don't have to mix fathers?
I don't. She's more than welcome to hang out with my father, and I love her father, but I'm just saying it's a lot of running around in one day.
That's new love right there.
That's new love, right, Funchy?
That's
Well,
new love.
Did you not see your father-in-law?
Me?
Yeah.
I saw him last week.
But so you won't do anything on Sunday?
No, I won't, because I saw him last week.
But with your mom. But with your,
She's in Portland,
Yeah, she's
remember?
Portland, yeah.
So they did it last weekend.
So you don't have to go and
No.
represent your
You know
wife.
what, you know what he did though? He put up like a bunch of solar lights at my house though.
Oh, that's
That
nice.
was nice.
That was really nice of him.
It's real nice.
That was a nice
And then we
Father's
took
Day
him out,
present
and
for
then we
you.
took him out to dinner later that night.
That was nice. Did you take him to the Olive Garden?
No, I did take him to an Italian restaurant, but not the Olive Garden.
Which one did you take him to?
Did he get the brajol?
No, he got the. What did he get? What did he get?
What?
The rigatoni.
Oh, he got the
it's not-
rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni. The brajol.
No, the brajol sounds good.
It's a place called Maria's in Pasadena.
Oh, Maria's.
Yeah, I know Maria's.
It's really good.
Hey,
really
Maria.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa, DeAndre.
Well, what's going on?
Come on now. You don't need to do the Maria thing. We got it.
Okay.
Wait. So you can't do like an accent?
No, it wasn't great.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so if it was a good one, he could do it.
Yeah, if it was good.
Okay.
Okay, my B.
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad.
I was gonna say if we're gonna talk bad accents, then Cappy's like the offender number one.
Of what? Give me a bad accent. Give me an example.
How about?
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Keep going. And another one. And.
Yo no soy malo, no, baby. Eso es un gimmick, pero el sol pera calienta más que el de Phoenix. Y ellos lo sabe.
That's freaking awesome, Lindsay.
That wasn't horrible.
That's freaking awesome.
I don't know what
baby.
he's saying, but
That's freaking awesome,
he's
Lindsay
trying to-
Basabola.
He was trying to do the Bad Bunny song.
That was great. That was really good. I don't know what to do about Father's Day. I'll say this. My father lives in Florida. He lives down in Florida, darling.
I have an idea.
Okay, let me hear.
Buy him a 1-year membership to the pickleball place that he plays pickleball.
is he still playing pickleball?
He does play pickleball every day. He still does play.
He still does.
Still
Okay, well,
plays
that's
every
good.
day.
It's important to keep that heart active.
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually, that's a good idea, Lindsay. I should have probably
I'm very thoughtful.
gotten him some pickleball sneakers or something pickleball-y.
If you
know?
if you call the place he plays pickleball at, and you pay ahead of time or whatever for the year, and then you just put it in like a card or some type of email or text or whatever, and just be like, here, I got you this.
It's a good idea.
So
it really
good
is.
last minute way to do things.
Yeah. I feel horrible because I got my mom. I got my mom some my mother was like,
You're the Chevalier?
No, my mother goes. She goes. You're always talking about these blenders.
Chevalier is
these blenders. I would like a pair of these blenders.
Oh, the
I thought
classic.
you meant like a blender.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Right. No.
Speaking of the blenders,
Yeah.
Stephanie's Nina just slid in my DMs, and when she slides in my DMs, she slides head first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
she complimented the video. She goes, "Oh, those sunglasses look so snazzy. They're different than the ones you usually wear." And I said, "Yeah, these are blenders, honey."
yeah. You told her, honey.
Go to blenderseyewear.com. Use the code Kaplan. I bought these straight up. I didn't ask for a discount
Well, but you got the 20% discount
because
didn't you?
I used the word Kaplan.
Right.
BlendersEyewear.com, right?
Right, that's exactly right.
And you're not even wearing it.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Because it's dark in here.
Well, that and the baseball hat, I don't know. It just kind of, I don't know. It's bothering me.
I'm wearing a baseball hat.
I know. Something's going on with, like, my hat is.
I got a bigger head than you.
Down on my head, and then the blenders hit my nose, and I don't know.
Should I wear these playing golf tomorrow?
100%. You're going to love those playing golf.
Yeah?
Those are great. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So here's the thing about Father's Day, just last thing. I haven't done anything for my father, but I just want my kids to do something for me. Like, to just show, like, hey, Dad, we love you. Hey, Dad, we appreciate you. Hey, Dad, thanks for all the Ubers. And hey, Dad, thanks for all the Amazon. And hey, Dad, thanks for all the money that you're giving to us. Yeah, thanks for letting me live here and collect all this money for my jobs and save money while you're paying for everything. Thanks for the car, the cell phone, the health insurance, the auto insurance. And, like,
yeah, but you're the one that wanted to go and have 5 kids.
Well, 4.
4. That's
yeah, 4. I mean, there's not 5, just
4.
4.
Sorry.
Right. I know it is my fault, but I would like to, I mean, just can somebody show me a little bit of love? Can I get like an ounce of appreciation? Is that possible?
Justin is hit or miss to where I don't know if he really loves you as a father or just like a sports buddy.
Okay.
But your eldest daughter, is she the eldest?
No, that's Jaden. She's 21.
Jaden, though.
Yeah, no, the oldest is Jillian. She's up in Boise.
Oh, Jaden seems like she really loves you.
Okay.
So that's nice.
Oh, yeah, it feels good. It feels real good. So, hey, listen, here's what's going on in the game right now. Indiana has an 11-7 lead. Now, I oftentimes am a little bit behind the studio in downtown L.A. I've got it 11-8 now, 9-12 to go here in the first quarter. God, I would love to see Indiana win this game.
Let's go, Indiana. I've switched teams, meaning I'm rooting for the Pacers.
Oh,
not the
okay.
Thunder.
I didn't know what you meant exactly.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you
Pacers, let's go, because the Thunder, Shea, I understand he's getting a lot of defensive, he's having struggles with the defense, but you know what? If you want to be at that level, you're supposed to figure it out. And he's not figuring it out thus far.
All right, I'm going to make an admission here.
Hey, wait, you know what Sedano says?
Yes.
That true champions find ways to
true.
figure it out.
It is true. And even though I despise Reggie Miller and I don't want to see him ever watch his team win, I'm happy for this if the Pacers can pull this out. There we go. Now we fight the fire inside. But that's not the hook. Where's the hook?
You're making DeAndre mad over here.
Why? What's the problem?
I want the part where he goes to fire.
Oh, my God.
DeAndre, you don't like this song, do you?
Oh, I don't mind the song at all.
Okay, but Funchy, you got a problem with Bob Seger, don't you?
I love Bob Seger.
You do, but you have a problem with the song.
I love Night Moves. I like that.
Night Moves is a great song.
I love that song.
You know who used to use the fire inside every day on his show was Larry Elder. Back when I ran his board.
Get out of here, Larry
KBC.
Elder. Oh, my
Really?
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember his old producer, Les?
Oh, yeah, Les.
Love that guy.
Les Siegel.
Right.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P., yeah.
Oh, okay, R.I.P.
And Larry was the kind of guy you worked, like I would sweat when I'd work his show. Because if you screwed up one thing, you were in trouble.
Well, that was the old school radio, you know. I mean,
Tony Bruno used to scream at me every break.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, man, you're going to work at El Pollo Loco if you keep it up. Because we were right next door to an El Pollo Loco. So.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
No.
It's not like that where the hosts yell, scream, berate the producers. You know, now it's the opposite. The producers yell,
most
scream,
of our
and
producers
berate.
are more talented than our hosts.
I guess so. Clearly.
Especially from 12 to 3.
Oh, from 12 to 3.
Yeah.
Wow. Linz, where's the good vibrations? There you go.
By the way, R.I.P. Brian Wilson. I felt like we didn't do a lot of that.
We did not.
Because we were on remote.
We didn't want to do like Ireland Death Radio. He does do that. He admits that he does that.
No, I know, but
I had
he spends a lot of time talking about people who die.
Well, you know, a lot of famous people. I mean, Brian
A lot
Wilson.
of famous people die.
Yeah, a lot famous people in L.A. though. I mean, right? I mean, a lot of these folks, you know, call L.A. home, especially, you know, the people that are famous like Brian Wilson. I mean, just recently when I was down at the Beach Life Festival down in Redondo a few weeks ago, the Beach Boys were playing there. Chris, how long ago was it that you took your parents to see the Beach Boys?
That was summer 23.
Yeah. So
Did you
got,
know?
But the Beach Boys then, that Brian Wilson was no longer
No,
performing
not there.
for several years.
No.
Did you know, Cappy, like the origin of like Brian Wilson and his connection to like Charles Manson?
I knew you were going to go with the Charles Manson.
No, I don't know that. No,
Really? Have no idea?
No, tell me, because I know you've seen the doc. I have not.
So apparently he was, you know, he's good friends with this producer, Terry Melcher, who, correct me if I'm wrong, Christopher, who was responsible for a lot of the Beach Boys' success.
Yes.
And so Charles Manson kind of like, they hung out in adjacent social groups.
And Charles Manson hung out with Dennis Wilson.
Right. And so then Charles Manson tried to like get in tight with Dennis Wilson, so then he could do like some recording demos and stuff. And actually, one of the songs that the Beach Boys made famous was a Charlie Manson song.
Yes.
And yeah, so
you mean Charles Manson wrote the song?
He did.
Yes, and
so
the
that's
Beach
how
Boys
that's
recorded
why
it.
he came here. Is he
Yes,
was
he wanted to be
performing
famous.
music. He wanted to be famous for performing music, and he's recorded a couple records. And Terry Melcher, the house that ended up the murders happening at, Terry Melcher had been living there, so there was a lot of thought.
A lot of people think that
Charles Manson was trying to murder Terry Melcher, and
because he turned him down and he said, "Hey man, you just don't got it.
Hey man,
you don't got it.
Well, don't do the hey man with this.
Why not?
You know,
Anytime
Uncle Jesse's a drummer right now.
Yeah.
He performed. Uncle Jesse performed at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, did he
Show.
really?
What is that? Who's in the house?
I don't know. Jaden, I think, just came into the house, and now
No,
she
somebody
just walked
went.
out of the house. Oh, there she goes.
It was a big slam.
Yeah, she slammed the door. Where are you going?
Oh, she's going to
Pilates.
Pilates.
She's going to Pilates. These kids, I'm serious.
What a life.
Something better happen on Sunday.
I need this life.
Something better happen on Sunday, all up in this biatch. You understand what I'm saying? For Father's Day. Enjoy your Pilates. Oy vey, man.
I mean, you bought lunch today for all of us, so 4 of us. That had to run you $100. Now you're paying for Pilates, Amazon things. That car is yours, the Cadillac. I mean,
yeah, she's driving the Cadillac. I
You've
drive
got
the
the
Subaru.
Subaru.
I drive that Subaru.
What do they pay for then?
You know, it's so funny you say that, Lindsay.
Said that they have jobs.
and
hey, Jaden pulling out of that driveway.
And Jaden's the worst because she's like, yeah, Dad. She's like, and I'm trying to save every dollar I have so that I can go back to school this year, so I don't have to ask you for money.
Yeah,
So-
right.
Yeah,
She the one who wants to go backpacking? No, that's
Julia.
Julia.
Yeah, and then Julia came home, Lindsay, and Chris will attest to this. She tore the house apart. This house has been torn to shreds. Everything that was in the pantry closet, everything that was in the refrigerator, she tore it all out. It's sitting on the floor or it's sitting
Listen,
on the counter.
That's
because
how you
she's
do it.
redoing the house.
That's you do it in
yeah,
like
but then
episodes.
she left to go hang out on a boat.
Well, you got to take a break because then it takes all your energy and you got to like recharge. And then once you get back in that mindset, then you finish. I do that all the time when I'm organizing. She'll throw
There's
out
like
a lot of stuff
giant
you don't
bag
need.
of sugar in the kitchen. I said, Cappy, is this really sugar? Is this something else?
Yeah, no, it's real sugar.
I took a taste. It was sugar.
Yeah, just sugar.
Booger sugar.
Yeah, just sugar. Not the other kind. Hey, Lindsay, I want to have you know this, and Chris, I think you watched this also this morning. You ever get to a point where you're watching a series and you're just like, it's too late, I can't keep watching, or you feel guilty, like I've been watching, like Funch last week. What did you watch? You watched like 12 hours of a series, right?
Oh, yes. It was, I forgot what it was called, the other sister with Elizabeth Banks and Jessica Biel.
Yeah, and you watched like
all 8 of them. Yeah,
Is that
in a row.
new?
Yes, it just came on Amazon Prime
I
last
watched
week.
the whole thing last
yeah, it's
weekend
really good.
too.
Really,
What'd
really
you
good.
watch?
I watched the same thing last weekend. I watched it between Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, but I
the
watched
whole...
every episode
So
in
did
one
I.
day.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did mine in 2 days.
Okay,
I spread
yeah.
mine out.
Episode?
Yeah,
An episode.
I spread
Punch.
mine out because I had to watch the documentary.
Punch, they still holding up? You know what I mean? They still holding up?
You know what? They look good to me.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, they look good to me.
I used
Jessica
to be a
Biel.
big
Yeah,
Elizabeth
Jessica
Banks
Biel.
fan. Big,
Oh,
big
she looks
Elizabeth
great.
Yeah, she does.
So I watched this show, Your Friends and Neighbors. Have you seen this?
John Hamm. Yeah.
You already saw it?
I've seen it.
Seen
yeah.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
So last night I watched episodes 7 and 8 because Lindsay and Beto were telling me, "Oh man, you don't even."
A lot
know.
of Amanda Pete sex.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. Just it's so unnecessary.
Well, you know, it's amazing. She's sleeping with the whole neighborhood.
But it's just
you know?
all the time.
First it was her husband, then she cheated on her husband with the basketball guy.
Yeah.
Then the basketball guy was like, "Are you going to really go
and
on
we're
a
watching
trip?"
him just
he
hammer it.
he was doing his thing, and then she winds up going back to the husband.
Don't give it away for everybody.
Oh, spoiler alert. Anyway, I watched episode 7 last night
Oh,
and
you're only
8
at
last
7.
night.
Oh,
No,
and 8.
But then this morning I woke up and I'm like, I got to know what happens. So at 6:15 this morning I started watching.
Oh.
And I watched episode 9.
God forbid you do show prep.
So
you're
now,
watching that.
well, it's 6:15 in the morning. I knew
Okay.
Lindsay was listening to Riz, so I thought I could actually take some time and watch my show. You know, that was a crazy ending. I didn't see that coming.
Well, let's not talk about that.
Okay, I don't want to give it all away.
But now, what do you feel of the show? Because at first I really enjoy it, but also it's a little campy now towards the end. It's just, here's the thing. A guy at that level, he really only has 6 months left of money. He's driving a Maserati, and yeah, maybe not. But then he decides to do this bit, which is steal from his friends and neighbors. I get it, but I don't know. I don't believe the whole premise. It's not that convincing, but it's a good show.
He's got 6 months of reserves, right? but he's a guy who's probably making like, I don't know, $5 million a year, maybe more. But he's only got 6 months
And
of
it
reserves.
sounds like he's probably spending $500,000 a month.
Well, that's
probably.
what I'm getting. That's the problem.
Right.
Is it between the mortgage and the cars
And the divorce.
and the expense and everything else? Yeah, dude, the guy's in for like a couple $100,000 a month.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cap, like, I'm sure you live in a very nice neighborhood. If someone came in and like,
Let me tell you how nice of a neighborhood it is.
Tell me. I'm
Earlier,
curious.
Cap's like, "Do you know where my keys are?" I'm like, "No, this is the first time I remember being here. The first time I don't really remember." But he's like, "Oh, I probably just left the keys in the car." I go, "You guys do that? You guys?" Yeah, we just leave the keys in the car
I
sometimes.
did that at my house at home.
Well, guess what? Most of us don't live in a neighborhood where you can just leave the keys in the car like it's Mayberry in 1958.
Okay, so Cap, my point is, if you're in your neighborhood, let's say you had one of these neighbors like John Hamm, someone snuck into your house or walked into your house because they wouldn't have to break into your house, just walked into your house one of these days or nights when no one was home, and they took like some of your most expensive belongings, or at least one
Like
of
the
your
pit jersey.
right. One of your actually
My
like
prized possessions, the
no,
pictures.
No, something that's worth money. Would you?
Okay.
How long would it take for you to notice? Because you don't even notice when your children rack up your credit card by thousands of dollars. So how long would it take for you to notice?
Okay, great question. You ready? I have one watch, like one nice watch.
Right.
And by the way, haven't worn this thing in probably 15 years. No joke. Like,
so you
don't,
probably wouldn't know if it was gone, would you?
So I know exactly where it is, and it's still in the box. And I mean like the original box that you open it up, and then inside the box is the box for the watch, and then you open it up. And there are times where I do come home and I'm like, I just got to make sure my watch is still there.
Right.
Because you just never, because to your point, if that watch were stolen, okay, if somebody came in, opened the box, and opened the other box, and they didn't take the whole thing, I would not open it. So it could be 6 months. Absolutely.
Oh, hell no, man. I noticed something right away when they freaking broke into my car, man.
Oh, yeah, so DeAndre had a break-in.
I know.
Yeah, what happened, DeAndre?
I wake up in the morning and I walk outside to get ready to come over here to the station, and I noticed, because I have limo tint all around my car, and I noticed that like it was a little bit lighter inside, and all of a sudden my glass was just completely shattered in my rear right passenger side.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately obviously looked in to see what they took and stuff like that. They ended up taking a pair of my shoes, my ESPN backpack, and a couple other like clothing items as well. So I noticed it immediately.
Yeah, but that's in your car. I'm saying that I have one watch in 2 boxes in a drawer that nobody ever goes into. So, like, if somebody came into my house, like if one of my neighbors came in to steal this one watch, and by the way, the thing about Ham is he's stealing watches when people got 20 of them. He's like, they won't even know that it's gone.
Okay, so wait, let me replace the premise.
Okay.
If you don't have any like really expensive artwork in your house, let's
Yep,
say somebody like took a cheap knockoff version of your watch that's worth a lot of money and replaced it, you'd probably never know, would you?
Never know the difference.
Exactly.
Never know the difference. Yep. How would you? How would you know?
So I did business with a gentleman who was very well-to-do, very successful, and he was a big watch guy. And at the time, I was a big watch guy. And he one time opened up his thing, and he had the Rolex Daytona. He had 2 of them, Breitlings, everything. And he knew I was wearing a Breitling at the time, which I still have. I just now wear an Apple Watch. But he goes, "Aren't these watches great?" I go, "Oh, they're beautiful. I'm holding them, whatever." He goes, and he had a custom-made case. Closes the case, and he opens an underneath part, and out comes the same watches. And he goes, "Well, those are the real ones.
Oh,
what you were
yeah.
holding were all replicas."
Oh, nice.
And I said, "Well, why?" He goes, "Because I can't, like, now he's rich enough to where he can buy the real one and then have really great replicas made." He goes, "I never wear the real ones out." Now, I was thinking, then why do you have the real ones? But I guess it's the point of knowing you own all those watches.
And everybody who knows that guy sees him with the fake watch, and everyone just assumes that it's
the real
him,
one.
so
Yeah.
of course it's real.
Right.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I know people that do that with their wedding rings.
Really?
Yeah. They have expensive wedding rings and they use their replicas.
That would make sense, too. So the same premise, especially nowadays. If you're on a train or you're out and about, you don't want to be targeted because you've got a really nice ring on.
Oh yeah, man. I never wear a watch anymore. Mostly, this watch in particular is it's a Rolex Submariner.
Wait, are you saying you got a Rolex Submariner upstairs?
Yeah.
I'm going to come down here and go John Hamm on this place.
The thing is that the Rolex Submariner, just as an example, I got this watch in 1999 when I was getting married. It was like a wedding gift that me and my ex-wife gave to each other. At the time, I would say the watch was probably worth like brand new, like $3,000. Now, like it is in pristine condition,
Right.
and it has the papers and the boxes and everything. It's probably worth, I don't know, $5, $6, $7 grand, whatever the case is. But the reason I don't wear it is because every douche has one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's me. Then there I am, and I'm like everybody else with the same exact freaking watch.
Real quick, before we get out of here on a Friday afternoon, one of our stories that you and I made famous was the day that we almost pooped on the street and we ran back to the bathroom. We're guys that talk about our bathroom stuff a lot. Whether you love it or you don't, we talk about it a lot because we go through it. And one of the things I've always been proud to talk about is I only use wipes, adult wipes. And when I was in the hospital, I almost died, 5:56 p.m. I had to use regular toilet paper. I shouldn't say make it like I was happy to be alive still, but I used toilet paper. And my bum had never had toilet paper. I'm about baby wipes. And you know what I'm really about? Dude wipes. Look at these things. Extra large.
Those are nice.
And this is the new Shea Butter Smooth. Here's have one.
You know that these dude wipes, dude, these wipes last week when Jay Guidos sent me that entire package.
Shea Butter Smooth.
Dude wipes were a big part of it. Ooh, those are nice. Those are lovely. Oh, you're wiping your face? I thought these are for your tuchus.
Well, they can be, but, it's been hot in here.
Oh, yeah. I know. I feel a little sweaty. Oh, these are nice.
The Dude Wipes, the Shea Butter Smooth, I like those. And Dude Wipes, they should sponsor our bathroom material. Not just that, but like our dump button. And how about our brakes? Like, you got to take a dump because of the dump button? Because you said something bad?
These smell great.
The Dude Wipes dump button? How about the Dude Wipes bathroom brake?
These smell better and will probably do a better job than like just the what do you call it? What do they call it?
The regular adult
No,
wipes.
the bidet.
Oh, the bidet.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge bidet guy.
These things smell great.
Because after you use the bidet, you're always moist still. Then you got to still use some sort of paper product to dampen it up and wipe it up.
God, these smell great.
The Dude Wipes are nice.
Yeah, they're really good. I'm telling you, I just got my first pack of Dude Wipes. I just got them.
Really?
Yeah, those are good. You can flush these or no?
Yeah, you can flush them.
Oh, wow. Okay, very good. Well, listen, let me say a couple of things here just to give you some closing thoughts for the week. And if we could get the social team in the back, put everybody up on the screen Brady Bunch style, if you don't mind.
Yeah, can we do the thing where we look at each other this way and that way?
Okay, you ready, Lindsay? Okay, Lindsay and Funchy, you guys look up, and then you both look. Lindsay, you're going to look left. Funchy, you're going to look right. Then DeAndre, you, me, and Chris are all going to look down, and then we're going to go left and right. And it looks very Brady Bunchy. Here we go.
Let's
Okay,
just all look different ways.
1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Oh, hey. Hey, you. Oh, hey, down here. Oh, down here. See, this is working perfectly for you two. Hey, down here. Oh, and then over here, there's Chrissy. Oh, and there's DeAndre.
Can you imagine if Funchy was, or not Funchy, but DeAndre was in the Brady house? He would have tore that thing up.
Oh, hey, seriously. Marcia, forget about it.
And Mrs. Brady.
Oh, yeah.
The housekeeper would have got to him.
Oh, man, Alice was a killer.
Oh, he'd have gotten Alice.
Alice was a killer.
Yeah,
She's
right.
a freak.
She was a killer.
Sam the Butcher would never have been in the picture.
You know what? I was giving Funchy crap earlier because he didn't like the fire inside, but it was all worth it for that hit. Alice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be nonstop. That DeAndre would have hammered Alice.
In her uniform.
In her uniform.
Okay, with that, we're out of here.
Yeah, here's the deal. We're out of here. We're back on Monday. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Enjoy the basketball, the hockey, the baseball, the golf. We'll see everybody on Monday. Until then, Chrissy.
Good night, everyone.